Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a Smart Club member because I trust my home comfort to standard heating and air conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC Mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
The 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. 93.
Sure. You bet. Let's go ahead with this then. Let's go ahead with the latest edition of the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show. Couldn't come up with a day, so I'll just call it the latest edition. Hopefully you're not in a hurry. You can stick around with us for a good stretch of time. We're back with our regular starting lineup. Ashley has returned. You're okay?
Yeah, I heard you guys said I had diarrhea.
That's what we were told.
Yeah.
I had multiple people message me and were like, how's that going?
Well,
I was like, I don't have diarrhea.
I had friends text
Well, yeah, not
me.
anymore you do. Not anymore you don't, but you did.
I actually had friends text me about that too, Ashley, saying, man, it seems like she gets diarrhea a lot. Is she okay?
So it's better now?
Yeah. My son is feeling a lot better. He was really sick, so.
Oh, you got him sick with the diarrhea?
No, he was the only one that was sick.
I didn't know diarrhea was contagious like that.
Yeah, he was. Have you guys ever seen a baby projectile vomit?
No.
That is a very scary thing because why do you have that much liquid inside of your body? That doesn't make sense.
At any time with the projectile vomiting, you watch a lot of horror movies. Did you think he was possessed?
Yes. My husband brought that up.
He did bring that up?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's natural as a parent to think, oh no, some sort of evil spirit has entered my child's body there.
It was kind of great, though, because, my husband's doing bedtime, and he was like, hey, he's not drinking the rest of his bottle. And I was like, that's weird. He's a little fatty. He loves his bottle. And so I, picked him up, checked him out, took his temperature. His temp was all right at that time. And I was like, all right, well, I'll put him in his little sleeping apparatus he has here. And then I picked him up and handed him back to my husband. And that is when he decided to just unleash all of that vomit all over my husband.
He knew what he was doing.
He got drenched.
I got one of those once. I got a baby splashed all over me many years ago, and I think that's what settled things for me personally on the topic of possibly ever reproducing, was when that baby just sprayed me. It was so horrible. I don't like him.
Poor little guy.
I don't like him.
Yeah, it is sad when because they can't tell you what's wrong. You just have to guess and hope you're doing whatever makes them feel better.
Kind of like a dog. A little later on, one of our best friends is planning to stop in and jaw jack with us, and more importantly, jaw jack with our terrific listening audience. Our veterinarian friend, Dr. Andrea Johnston, will be back for another Ask the Adorable Vet segment. So if you've got yourself a house pet and you want to go ahead and ask an adorable professional a question about that damn house pet, by God, you can go through with that today. Planning on seeing Dr. Andrea around 8:25, 8:30. Oh, so be ready for that. Before guests arrive, it's probably best, I think, to get any potentially offensive material out of the way, out of our system before they arrive. So, Cubby, what do you make of this hot wife and hot husband movement that's taken over damn near every neighborhood in America?
Not my thing.
No?
No. But to each their own, I say.
Where do I have this? If you're not aware of the hot wife and hot husband craze, oh, God. Brace yourselves. Because it's bound to touch just about every relationship. Hot husband means you're a wife and you send your husband off to bang whatever he wants to bang on the side ski, right? Because it turns you on, and it shows, hey, I've got a hot, desirable husband. Hot wife, same gimmick, only it's the husband that sends the wife out to do whatever she wants with whoever she wants to do it with, because, the husband can sit back at home and play with himself and think, I've got myself a hot wife. This is it, Josh. This is taking over.
I haven't seen this couple in a long time, but we used to spend some time with this couple who were kind of, maybe I shouldn't say into that, but really liked it if somebody found either one of them to be attractive, and liked it if they were getting hit on and stuff like that. So certainly
You said we know this? I know them?
Yeah, from many, many years ago, they came to a lot of our events. Very cool couple, and they really enjoyed it.
The guy was like this, and the gal was
That's
more like...
That's exactly right.
And the guy was like this?
That's right.
I didn't know that about them.
Yeah, they dug it.
They dug when... So did they send each other off to bang people?
If they did, they didn't tell me, but they really liked it if the other one was getting some attention.
I knew... Yeah, sure. I know exactly who you're talking about. They were a very friendly couple. I didn't know, I suppose... Because we were always so busy with the drinking and the carrying on when we were hanging out with this couple. I never really got to know them personally. I was unaware of that little fetish that they had.
As Super Dave says, so cucking? Yeah,
No,
kind of.
no.
It's different.
Well,
Kind of, in a way, yeah.
It's close.
I'm not going to sit here and stand my ground on how these silly trends are defined, but according to folks who are involved in the hot wife and hot husband movement, they say it's different than being a cuckold because the cuck fetish is rooted in jealousy and humiliation, right? Mm-hmm. You're the poor schmo sitting in the corner of the room with your beer belly.
I didn't realize that.
And your tiny little peepee.
Right.
Watching your wife just get annihilated by some dude who's got a rolled up newspaper in his they say it's different because cuckolding is rooted in jealousy and humiliation. The hot wife, hot husband gimmick is about pride in your good-looking significant other and relishing the fact, Josh, that they are desired by others. But they ultimately come back to you because you're the true pimp.
Right, that's the gist.
Or the true princess.
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
so it's more, it's a confidence boost for that person versus wanting to be humiliated. That'd be the difference.
That's why I've never understood why somebody at the bar will be like, hey, you looking at my girl?
Oh!
You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, you are looking at my girl. She's hot, and she's going home with me. I've always thought that. I've always had that mentality, where guys will get angry, like, hey, you checking out my babe? Yeah, you are, because she's hot, and she's mine. It's kind of like a little bit of a boost.
Yeah, so you're kind of into the hot husband, hot wifing thing.
Well, I've just never been offended by it. Like, some guys get so upset, You see it especially in, like, the movies and stuff. Like, hey, you checking out my girl?
So it's kind of your thing, like you're obsessed with it.
Oh!
Sure.
Like you can't.
You're at the... Well, Josh has a good point. You're at the beginning stages of entering a hot wife or hot husband scenario.
I don't think it would ever go any further than that, but yes.
Where are you going to send her off to?
Anywhere she wants.
Anywhere. Coon Rapids?
No, God, no. Jesus,
You
I'm not
just
an
said
animal.
anywhere.
I thought anywhere means anywhere but Coon Rapids.
Fridley.
Oh.
You don't... Okay.
I don't have a problem with Fridley. Spend a lot of time in Fridley.
You're the first person I've ever met
Yeah.
that did not have a problem with Fridley.
We really are.
Fridley.
Huh?
Friendly Fridley.
Don't give me that.
There was a bar back in the day that we used to go there quite a bit. It began with an O. Can't remember what it was called.
Are you being serious?
Yeah. When I was in high school, we had a band that played there every once in a while.
I can't-
Is that helpful? It began with an O?
Well, no. That's
in Fridley?
That's a decent hint.
Yeah.
At least you have the first. I can't think of it. Hot wife, hot husband, let her buck, they say.
I guess I understand it to a certain extent. It's something about
You going to
Like-
send him off?
no.
No.
Where would he go?
No, I'm not sending him anywhere because I am pretty jealous at the same time.
Yeah,
So it's
you
like
are.
there's like a fine line I got to ride there. But like I don't know, something about like
He's got a fine
somebody
line.
else,
He's going to ride, I'll tell you that.
somebody
Some gal in
else
Coon Rapids.
wanting him. I guess if I like saw a girl like hit on him, I would probably turn it up a little bit more that night to be like, remember what you got at home.
Oh, okay, so a woman is staring at your husband at the bar. When you get him home, you tear it off and throw it out the window of the bedroom.
Yeah.
To remind him that you are the owner of this.
Thing that gets the job done.
Little piece of property.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, but do you start trouble at the bar?
I guess it depends how far it's going.
How many drinks you've had?
Yeah, yeah, that's the key. How many drinks have I had?
How long and how exactly is she staring at your husband? And how many drinks have you had will determine whether you say something to that woman.
Yes, 100%.
But you would use it as fuel for a future lovemaking session.
Yeah.
Huh? Josh?
Yeah, I've never really been a jealous person. I mean, I get if somebody's not into me, I understand, right? I'm never going to not understand that, but I've never kind of been like that where I'd be pissed off or whatever. I mean, if somebody wouldn't leave a significant other alone, I might have a problem. Unfortunately, I've had to talk to an uncle about that, but
Oh, no.
outside of that,
Wow.
I haven't really had too many experiences.
I know what he's talking about.
Where I had to say, hey, Uncle Feely, you can't be touching people's girlfriends. You're making everybody uncomfortable.
You've mentioned this before. You've got an uncle who's one of those back rub guys.
Yeah, that's so crazy.
Hi, honey. Hi, honey. Nice to see you again. Starts delivering a little back rub.
Stop touching my girlfriend, please.
We don't need to get into that. It's
Yeah,
so friggin' unnerving.
I know.
A couple of my friends are the back rub touchy guys, and it's just, come on, dude. They don't do it to my wife. They do it to every other woman at the bar, and it's just embarrassing. But
Or a kiss guy.
the kiss guy.
Yeah.
I've known one guy.
I know one kiss guy.
One guy in my life who is a kiss everyone's wife on the cheek guy.
Yep.
What is this? 1735, and we're in England. You don't kiss everyone's woman on the.
If somebody ever came in to do that to me, I think I would react so negative. I would immediately hit them.
What are you doing, kissing me on the cheek?
What?
You probably knee him in the nuts or something like that.
All right, so you know who's into this hot husband? How do I say it? Movement. A comedian named Nikki Glazer. I hear the name all the time. I couldn't picture her.
I like her.
Nikki Glazer has a long-time boyfriend, and his name is Chris. Well, that's a little different when it's your boyfriend, but maybe it isn't. She sends him off to fold women.
What a setup that guy has. My God.
And he does a good job at that. Interesting.
He's good at it, yeah. He goes off, he
I guess everyone's got a type.
folds him in half, and then he comes back and tells Nikki the stories about it, and that gets her all hot. And she plays with herself a little bit, probably, and then they have sex.
Ashley, would you agree with me that when you saw her boyfriend, you thought he was going to be a little bit better looking?
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. I read the article, I read the headline, then I saw a photo of them. I'm like, huh.
What is she? Is she incredibly attractive?
She's gorgeous,
Oh.
yes.
She's very pretty.
I better look her up. And he is.
And she can be absolutely hilarious.
Oh, she is so funny.
Well, maybe he comes from money, or maybe
How tall is she, or is he just like a short king?
I was short king.
I love that term.
I was wondering if maybe she wears heels or if she's really that tall and he's
She's
not.
5'9".
I just looked her up. She's a very pretty gal. Okay, let me type
She-
into my computer Nikki Glazer
You've watched those roasts, right?
boyfriend. Again, that is Young Frankenstein, 1974. I'm sorry, your question.
You've watched a lot of the roasts, haven't you, in the past?
A couple of them.
So she can be brutal, and some of the show usually go on Stern afterwards, and he'll ask about the jokes that got cut. And my goodness, absolutely brutal stuff.
The Comedy Central roast of Gene Simmons. Those
Yeah,
kind,
or maybe they're on Netflix now.
She recently hosted the Tom Brady one.
I've seen one or two of them. Sure, yeah, they get nasty. Okay, I'm looking at a picture of this Chris guy who's dating Nikki Glazer. Well, he looks like your average kind of frat boy, square jaw.
I think it's the jaw. That
You guys don't
throws
think
me
he's
off.
handsome? I'm talking about Dana and Ashley, who said they expected better. I mean,
No, I don't think so. His smile kind of scares me.
He does
Really?
look.
Yeah,
He does
it's
look like
unsettling.
he looks like a shorter individual. Anyway, so she sends him off. She compared sending her man off to fold randos. She compared it to lending a hairdresser to a girlfriend. I'm not exactly sure what that means. I thought I could figure it out on the fly, but I don't know if I can. Oh, so maybe you send your girlfriend off and you tell her, use this hairdresser. And then okay, I don't get it. Can anyone help me?
like you feel good, you made a good recommendation. Yeah, I don't really understand it either.
No, let's go with that.
So got a text here that says, I took my husband's best friend down with a headlock at a bar because he wouldn't stop trying to kiss me. So Ashley, she responds in a way you might.
That's awesome. I would have loved to see that.
Nikki Glazer says she's not interested in going off and banging other dudes. She's not. But it makes her feel like she needs to step up her game to keep him, which keeps the relationship exciting. This is young people stuff. If I was a young person, I can see myself signing up for this. Yes, Cubby.
You might recognize Nikki Glazer from F-Boy Island.
Never saw it.
I thought you were obsessed with it for a while because you wanted to be an F-Boy.
Right. I never saw the show.
Okay, I thought maybe you'd watch the show. She was the host, and I believe she came up with it or was a producer of some sort.
I did not know that. That's perfect.
The only rules to hot wifing or hot husbanding, you're not allowed to, as the young people put it these days, catch feelings.
So they just wanted to be a one-night thing?
Purely physical, which is how Josh and I, that's how we started our relationship.
Yep, that's the danger.
It grew into something more meaningful. It did, and that is the danger. You might catch feelings.
Yeah, that's sketchy because you can't guarantee anything.
You can't guarantee a damn thing.
Mm-mm.
She says she's Nikki Glazer again. She's not doing this to be the cool girlfriend.
It sounds like it.
She finds this scenario very hot and wants it to be their secret treat.
Yeah, but what if he has sex with a girl and she's 100 times better than she is in bed,
well,
and then he just doesn't want to. That's I don't know.
Well,
that's a risky situation.
Well, of course it is. I mean, obviously, this is all risky if you value a relationship. But you have a question. Your question was, what if he goes off and folds some gal who's 100 times better in bed than Nikki Glazer? I have the answer. He leaves Nikki Glazer. So yes, I mean, the hot wife thing has been trending for a long time, but now it's a hot husband is catching up. It's catching steam.
Regarding catching feelings, my wife always said if I ever cheated on her, she'd rather have it be physical than an emotional relationship.
Oh, that's definitely the case.
Probably, yeah.
And quite honestly, same here. Mm-hmm. I would, meaning if I was ever going to cheat on her, I'd want it to be a physical instead of emotional relationship. So we agree on that fact.
Yeah, I would be absolutely crushed if. Well, I mean both ways, but yeah, if my husband fell in love with somebody else because no fixing that.
He went off, Josh. And he fell in love. Yeah, if I was 6 years old, I'd do this. But now it would just be so sad and pathetic. It would be so pathetic.
You'd just come home every night. Oh, how'd it go? It didn't work again.
Well, right. The other thing is, it would be so physically demanding at my age. To be going off and pinning 5, 6 other gals and then coming home and having to pin the wife or the girlfriend?
Jesus, you'd need a month buffer.
I'd be in the emergency room.
Plus, I've always thought when it comes to this kind of stuff, it's late. I don't want to go cheat at 8 at night. That's an early morning, late afternoon thing for me.
More often than not, Josh, your side piece is a night owl.
Yeah, I should let my wife know if she's ever worried. I don't like leaving the house past 3 p.m. There's no way I could cheat on you. People cheat late at night.
Yeah, if you're going to cheat, it'd have to be a nooner, Josh.
That's it.
Uh-huh. It was very rare, Josh, that a side piece or a rando texted you at 4 in the afternoon.
Right.
That's so true.
It was always in the middle of the night, so no one would know about it in a faraway town.
I've never thought about that.
Because she doesn't want your vehicle being spotted in her driveway. I don't want her vehicle spotted in my driveway, so we have to go somewhere else. Coon Rapids, Fridley.
Yeah,
No.
my wife is safe. There's just no way. I can't cheat when normal cheat times are going on.
You can't cheat anyway, but yes.
I
also,
wouldn't be able to. I mean, that's just one extra roadblock.
I mean, can you imagine? This is, like a lot of this stuff, this is such a young person's game. And again, if I were young, I would probably go for it. But can you imagine you're sitting at your neighborhood bar and here comes your bro and he's just pouring sweat. He's 55 years old and he sits down next to you. Hoo-wee. Where were you, bro? What were you doing? I was hotwifing, man. Oh, God, I'm cooked. Yeah, see, what I do is my wife allows me to go off. I have sex with multiple women. I come back to the house. Oh, man, can you imagine your 55-year-old friend saying that? I'd say, what, you got a death wish?
No.
I can't picture a 55-year-old going on and getting that much ass.
There's some that can
There
get
are
it done.
some. It can be done.
Especially if you're not picky. You know, you
Oh,
could
sure.
probably
Cast a
find
wide
something-
net.
Yeah.
I have a lot of friends that the limits to the net do not exist.
Oh, yeah, I've met definitely dudes that just do not care. Mm-hmm. Do not care the situation. If they're just dropped their kids off at daycare, they've been married forever, whatever they look like, anything, however old, it didn't matter.
It's a
By meaning around their age or older, to be specifically.
the only numbers are a 0 or a 1, right,
Yeah,
Josh?
That's how it goes.
Those kind of guys have always made me a little nervous when it comes to dating them because well, if you would, go out with anybody, where does that put me? Am I just am I lower? You have no standards? Is that like a
Does it
an
boost your
insult?
confidence?
Yeah, is that an insult in a way?
So, I'm sorry, maybe I got to catch up to this. By the way, people are texting in saying hot wifing or hot husbanding is the gateway to swinging, and that makes total sense.
Yeah. Mhm.
So you're saying if you have, in the past, if you've dated a guy who had no standards before you wondered, well, what does that say about me?
Yes, 100%. And I have actually had this conversation with one of my exes, and they were like, well, now I have standards because I didn't, this is going to sound conceited, but it's what they said. Like, I didn't know I could get a girl like you. And I'm like, all right, well, let's be clear. You can't. I'm just being nice.
I understand what you're saying. Like, boy, this person isn't picky at all.
Yeah,
I must not mean too much.
exactly.
I wonder what it's like coming back after you just got done hot husbanding,
Oh.
and you see your wife. I mean, it's like, hey, honey, here's some flowers and likely gonorrhea that I just picked up on my hot husbanding adventure.
Yeah, do you shower in between?
Oh, you got to, right? Mm-mm. You don't?
Leave a little.
Musk?
Leave it on you.
Leave a little on you so they know where you've been.
As Cleveland calls it in Family Guy, the stank.
Yeah.
Yeah, I bring a little stank from town to town so they know who they're dealing with.
I mean, I thought you at least have to give yourself a whore's bath. where
No,
you just
no, no.
splash
At least, yeah.
water on your
Wow.
privates.
Hey, spray a little Axe on you, head home.
Let them know who they're dealing with, Cubby.
I wonder if if part of it too, and I didn't see it in the article, but they want to hear the details. If that's something that they get excited about.
That she basically, this Nikki Glazer basically says she likes the stories. Turns her on. Good for her. Let's get involved, everybody. What else is going on around here?
I'll pass, but what do they say? You do you? Is that what the saying is?
I have heard that
Yeah.
said.
You do you, boo.
Oh, boo. I knew that I was missing something. You do you, boo.
Why does the boo have to be? That seems unnecessary
It's
to
just
me.
like a young people thingy.
I guess you got to add another rhyme. What is it? The power of threes, I guess. I don't know why you have to add that at the end.
Totally unnecessary to add the. All right, later on this morning, of course, Randy Shaver. That'll be at 7:30. 8. We hope by around 8:25 we can fire Dr. Andrea in front of a microphone and help a few of you out with your house pets. for now, we'll take a little break. And when we come back, we'll hit up the Stupid News Report. You're a terrific crowd. We're getting there. It's Thursday. We'll be back in a few minutes on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Half-Assed Morning Show. 93X.
Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a Smart Club member because I trust my home comfort to standard heating and air conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC Mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
Stupid news on the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Yeah, you know it. I know it. Everybody knows it. The hot new trend going neighborhood to neighborhood these days is hotwifing or hot husbanding, okay? If you are a hot wife, that means your husband sends you off. Go ahead, he says. Bang everybody you want. As long as you come back to me, you tell me the hot stories. Because you're so hot, I want to share you with the general public. That's hot wifing. Hot husbanding, same friggin' thing.
It would be a disservice to keep them all to yourself.
They're so stinking attractive. You are so sexy. Right, it would be a disservice to not have you go take on that men's league softball team over there.
All at once.
And the same thing with sometimes the wife sends the husband out. He's pinballing off every hoe in the neighborhood because it's sexy. You're hot. Go do it. Come back to me. I'm still, number one, but you can go off and bang all these other people. No, it's not like cucking, according to people who are involved in this, because cuckolding, or however the word is said, that involves a humiliation. This is different, according to the hot wife and hot husband community. Got a question texted in, Josh, from a listener on this new practice. So the question is, if a hot husband out there, who's out there banging randos and then coming home to the wife, he's got to bang her too, by the way. You know, he's not done with his marital duties just yet. After he does the neighborhood, he's got to come back and please his wife too. Josh, if a hot husband, if his name is Carl.
Oh, no.
Carl.
No, I know where this is going.
Does that make him hot Carl?
I guess it does. I have a friend who's hot Paul. Yeah, hot Carl.
Let me see how hot Paul is.
I wonder how. Well, I'll show you. I wonder how that started. The hot Carl thing. Anybody know the origins? There?
The origins?
You're going to have to get on the internet for that one.
I will. I do like how you think, Ashley, though, about not keeping that gem to yourself. It's like the idea of a rich guy owning a historical artifact. Instead, it should be in a museum and appreciated by the general public. You're a very giving person.
Of course. I always have been.
Did you never meet Ashley? You never met Josh's pal, Hot Paul?
No, I don't think so. I don't think I have.
He was like a lot of hot people. Fun to look at, but had the personality of my left nut.
You can't have everything.
It was sometimes when
to be fair to Paul, your left nut is the better nut of the two nuts.
Well, yeah, but sometimes when I'd talk to Hot Paul, I would picture that he was a left nut because there was just nothing
So I did a little Hot Carl research. Turns out that the name was picked just because it's a mundane, average name. There was no first Carl that either invented it or was named after that specific person.
Does it say anything about Shameless? People are texting in saying it started on the TV show Shameless.
Oh, hell no. It didn't start on a television show.
It says it got its origin on the internet in the late 90s, early 2000s.
I think it was even before that. Mundane is the word he used. Like that vegetable medley you had for dinner years ago, Josh. I remember when we sat down for dinner and you ordered the vegetable medley.
Yep.
You described it as mundane.
It was mundane.
Yeah.
And a bit shallow and pedantic as well.
All right, so now we know the history of the Hot Carl. Let's go ahead and dump a Hot Carl on this stupid news report and try to get it out of the way. For starters, this friggin' kid sounds like an entitled little puke bag that could use a good punch in the mouth, but that might just be the liquor talk, and you go ahead and tell me what you think. A 20-year-old kid in Utah. Well, that's where all the bad boys hang out. A 20-year-old kid in Utah was pulled over by the Mormon police. What's it say now? He was going 112 miles per hour in a 70-mile-per-hour zone. So, I mean, we've heard worse. But still, I know I sound like a boring old prick when I talk like this, but I don't care. That's stupid. Driving that effing fast in traffic is just selfish and stupid.
Yeah.
But you know,
I don't think that's an old person's opinion.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think that's a responsible person's opinion.
Okay.
I understand how fun that would be, but you got to think about other people.
Right.
You go to a track.
That's exactly. That's why I
There's
said
places for it.
Driving that fast in traffic. But you know, if you don't mind possibly ending up legless, or if you don't mind possibly killing somebody else's kid in a violent car wreck, well then let her buck. Go ahead. So, anyways, this here 20-year-old kid driving 112 in a 70. And I'll tell you, Cubby, this kid must be very popular. He wasn't alone in his motor vehicle. He also had his elderly grandmother in the car.
Oh, no.
Trying to impress her?
Along with his mama. Oh, and a 16-year-old girl. Is there anyone in this kid's age group who will hang out with him? His elderly grandmother, his mother, and a 16-year-old. Now, here's where you're going to want to slap this little virgin punk. When the cops started writing up tickets, the kid told the cops, he said, quote, "You know, I drive like this all the time." Cool. Oh yeah? Do you always have your mother and grandmother in the car when you do it? Player. So he said, "I drive like this all the time." And he also told the cops, "You know, giving me a ticket or arresting me teaches me nothing. Still going to do it."
I hate him so much.
I'd love to know what he thinks he's putting out there. I mean, compared to what everybody else thinks.
Right.
There's a huge gulch there, that's for sure. That's hilarious. I'm sure he's thinking like, gotcha.
Yeah.
You can't teach me.
Yeah, don't you want to just grab this little peckerhead by the collar and pull him right out the driver's side window? Now, here's where it gets even more embarrassing. The kid's mother decided to chime in on the situation. And she told the cops that her son should be given a break. He was just showing off.
Girl, sit down.
Showing off for his mother, his grandmother, and an underage girl. Those are the three people that you want to try and impress? What are you doing?
So she's one of those my kid can't do anything wrong type of moms.
Yes. Stop it, she said. Why are you writing him a ticket? He was just showing off.
Write her a ticket, too. Screw it. Why
Maybe
not?
this kid had no chance. I mean, once you hear what Mom had to say.
Probably. I mean, just the type of people where you wonder, what color is the sky in your world? So the kid picked up a few charges. Reckless driving, exhibition driving, reckless endangerment, worst social life ever was another ticket that was written for this. And you're going to dig this. And I'm 100% convinced that this was thrown into the mix because the kid came off like such a plug. The cops also charged this kid for possessing a tobacco product under the age of 21.
Hell yeah.
I like that they just nailed him for everything.
They got him. Mm-hmm. You want to be a smart mouth, huh? You do this all the time and it doesn't bother you? If we give you a ticket, well, then here's another ticket.
He probably had one of those giant douche flutes, too.
Yeah.
I do love it when they throw the book at a jerk like that. Because, that's just a ticket reserved for jerkwads.
Yep.
They almost probably would never hand that out in a normal situation.
Underage tobacco possession tickets, they collect a lot of dust in most cop cars until they come across.
Oh, and would you look at this? Your license expired 6 days ago. We're going to get you with that, too.
Oh. Yeah, Ashley, he probably had just a quarter of a can of Copenhagen. Just a few flakes left in that sumbitch. And they said, oh, possession of tobacco. Well, now that reminds me. Is this a real thing? Because this came up a few months ago, and I couldn't wrap my head around it. Do you have to be 21 these days to buy a can of chew?
In Minnesota, yeah.
Oh, my damn.
Is it the whole state? I can't. I'm trying to remember from last time we talked about it. Some people said it's not the whole state, it's just certain cities.
No, it's
counties.
the whole state.
Is it?
As
Okay.
far as I know, yeah.
God dang.
I guess I would know more if I wasn't 21, but I do remember that happening, and I was like, oh, I don't care because I'm 24.
When I was a little kid, you had to be 11. You had to prove you were 11 to buy a can of Copenhagen when I was a kid.
That's insane to me because people, I mean, were people grandfathered into that? Like, you could have been using tobacco for 2.5 years, and then all of a sudden you can't go and buy it. Like, that can't be good for some people.
I never really followed those types of laws because also when I was a kid, nobody carded you for cigarettes or chewing tobacco. This is funny. 651er to 715. Jesus said that kid probably had berry blend chewing tobacco.
Gross.
You ever had any? Well, no, you guys haven't, but I got hooked on that berry flavored chew for a while.
Oh, what?
It was so good. I never
Really?
thought apple flavored. I never thought I would be dialed into such a thing, but this one jabroni at the bar had a can of berry flavored, and then sometimes he'd bring in apple flavored, and I said, what are you, a sixth grader? Right? You're chewing the kid stuff, the kid flavors? Ooh, it was good. It was so good it was scary.
Oh,
Anybody ever
yeah.
get into the cherry Swisher sweets?
No.
Oh, yeah, when we were young kids ice fishing, we would
No.
smoke the balls off of those
Yeah.
things.
Is that a high school? It seemed like in high school
yeah,
everybody
definitely.
had those.
Yeah.
All right, so folks are saying it's the whole country you got to be 21.
Wow.
I hadn't heard that.
I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah,
Interesting.
that's something we don't follow, but F me running.
Has it been that way for a while? Sorry to keep asking questions.
Looks like in Minnesota it's been that way since 2020.
Okay.
The whole state?
Yeah, the
What-
whole state.
What about federally?
That I can look up.
Ashley, have you ever heard this term describing the kid in the last story there? That kid soaks.
I read that and I thought, was that a did they mean to say sucks? What does that mean? I was thinking the same thing.
I thought it was like a cool term now.
it sounds cool.
Well, wait a minute.
Can I start using it?
Well, okay.
Yes.
Do I have this correct? That joke is related to the fact that he's from Utah and Mormons practice soaking?
Yeah, it could be.
I'm going to go along with that. That's the route I'm going to take. You guys are free to go wherever you...
That term cracks me up, but it's gross at the same time.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sure. I can understand where you're going with that. All right. Speaking of jag-off drivers, you got to be a purebred numbskull to operate like this here. And I'm going to get after it right away now. I'm going to get to the good stuff right away. In New York, a dude who had a "Sorry, officer, I thought you wanted to race" bumper sticker got arrested for trying to outrace a state trooper.
That's pretty dumb.
Did you hear the hilarious bumper sticker?
That was a good bumper sticker.
Yeah.
I'm ordering one right now.
Sorry, Ossifer, I thought you wanted... On top of all that irony, the dude also had no driver's license and no license plates on the vehicle. Yet he barrel-assed around town like it ain't no thing but a chicken wing on a string from Burger King. How did he think that was going to fly? You know, cops will notice when you have no plates on the damn car. But there he went.
Even like the newest cop or the worst cop is going to notice that.
Yeah. So, the dude went whipping by a cop the other night. Cop saw no plates, flipped the cherries, and that's when Dinkus thought he could outdrive a trooper. So he upped and buried the throttle. Eventually, the driver, a 23-year-old, he got stuck in traffic after he took an exit ramp off the highway and the chase was over before it really started. The cop did laugh his nuts off when he saw that the dude had a cheesy, "Sorry, officer, I thought you wanted to race" bumper sticker. And he's all done now. All done.
He must get pulled over quite a bit, or was hoping to get pulled over, because he had it on the driver's side, this bumper sticker, right above the door, you know, where a cop obviously is going to approach to give you a ticket.
What a dweeb.
Yeah, it wasn't on the back where a normal bumper sticker. It's just like for the cop's amusement, I guess.
Really?
Yeah.
That is a really interesting spot for a bumper sticker.
Right.
All right, I didn't know that part. I'm not tailgating. What am I doing, Josh?
Drifting.
Well, you're close.
Well, I've seen that one.
Oh, are you sure you didn't
Or
mean
drafting.
Yeah, drafting.
Yeah,
Yeah. Foxy Grandma. I'm just listing off some of my favorite bumper stickers.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, right.
I thought the next story was going to be about a sexy granny.
I don't have one of
You
those.
wish.
Maybe
Yeah.
by tomorrow.
God, you wish so bad.
That's so bad.
We're not done with the driving yet. No, we're not. This one will keep you for a while. This one goes this way. It goes that way. Now we're in godforsaken New Jersey. Dude. New Jersey. This guy doesn't get it. Says here a 38-year-old clown out there in Jersey. He was all butthurt about a ticket the cops dumped on his ass. I'm not sure what the original ticket was all about, but he got it. And he couldn't deal with it. And he couldn't leave well enough alone. So the dude starts with the telephone calls. The day after he got pinched, the day after he got that ticket, he starts calling his neighborhood police station, bitching up and down about it. Calling them over and over again. The cops didn't give away any details, but they said that this dickbag made, quote, concerning comments while he had the police on the telephone line with him. So I'm going to go ahead and guess, Cubby, that it was some kind of a threat.
Could be, yeah.
Just a guess. It was worrisome enough, these comments, that the cops decided to swing by the dude's address. Welfare check, you might call it. And here we go. Dinkus was waiting on the police. He was sitting in his car in his driveway. When he spotted John Law coming around the corner, he blasted the gas pedal and shot out of his driveway like a damn cannonball. So the chase was on. But you know how they do it these days. If chasing a derelict puts the motoring public, as they say here in the story, if chasing somebody puts the motoring public in too much danger, the cops will call off the chase. And that was the situation here. Chasing this guy was a little too iffy. So they backed off. Let him go. Well, remember how much this dickhead loves to play around on the telephone. The day after the chase, Slapnuts starts calling the police station again to brag about how the cops couldn't catch him.
I kind of like that.
because he's just that damn good.
Nana, nana, boo, boo.
Yeah.
You just don't get it, do you?
I really like that he did that.
He made several calls to the shop, claiming victory.
What's up, bitches?
Is he just looking for the cops to concede, or what's he looking for when he gets that? He needs a pat on the back?
You need to be improperly wired like him to understand, Josh.
Not to mention, can you really brag when the cops are not allowed to chase you?
No, you cannot.
It'd be like me punching the toughest guy in the bar who's not allowed to fight back.
He's handcuffed.
Yeah, there's nothing this person can do about it.
It's like the story of one of my uncles. Got in a little fist fight at my folks' place when we were kids. My folks used to throw some pretty hellacious beer parties. And 9 times out of 10, it was all very jovial, fun times, And for a little kid, it was so fascinating to watch all these grown people having the time of their lives, swilling beers and joking back and forth. I learned so much. But one night, next thing you know, all the adults spill out into the driveway because my uncle's in a fist fight with some dude. And he beat the hell out of the sumbitch. Oh, it wasn't even close. Pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa-pa. Dude's laid out on my folks' driveway, just What my uncle didn't know is this other guy was legally blind.
Oh.
No.
No wonder he came off like Muhammad Ali. Guy couldn't see dick.
Dude. Oh. That's a bogus.
And I always get the same reaction when I tell that story. Oh, no, right? And I don't blame you for that.
Why did he tell him?
Here's why. The dude who got his ass beat that night was the biggest prick bastard in the whole neighborhood. Nobody liked the sumbitch, so when it came time to get his ass kicked, they said, go ahead, kick his ass.
Maybe it's because he thought that nobody would ever do that because of his situation.
He was a miserable prick. Yes, he probably thought, well, no one's going to beat my ass. I'm legally blind. Well, take your medicine.
It works in all the old comedies where you just put some glasses on and nobody's going to punch you. If you're vision impaired, people usually leave you alone.
Whenever that story's been told over the years, and my folks are in the room, they always say, some bitch had it coming. But yeah, my uncle was looking at his fists after the fight was over going, I had no idea I was so lethal. Look at him. He never got, my face is, I never got touched.
Yeah, you got to put an asterisk next to that one.
Oh, no, we all are very well aware of that.
No, I know. Just pointing out the obvious, I guess.
Back to the bumper stickers and whatnot on vehicles. I remembered one. It was driving me nuts what it was. Well, that reminds me. Cowboy butts drive me nuts. I love that sticker.
Yeah.
But I saw a gal in a pickup truck that said, and I'm sure you've seen this one too, if you're going to ride my ass, at least pull my hair. Have you seen that one?
Oh, I've seen that one.
Yeah, that's a cute one.
This person said, my brother slapped a magnet on my car. It was a warning label that read, warning, driver may be jerking off. It was 3 days before he realized it was on there. That's what you do to brothers. That's exactly what brothers do to each other.
All right, back to this jabroni here. And I feel the need to kind of sum it up. So dude gets a ticket. He don't like it. Calls the cop shop up and down, bitching about his ticket. And as a matter of fact, he said some things. He may have dumped a threat out there to the police to where they sent a couple of squad cars over to check on this schmuck. When the cops pull up, dude races out of his driveway in his motor vehicle. It becomes a dangerous chase. The cops have to back off. Then the guy takes to making telephone calls to the cop shop again, bragging about his victory over the police in this high-speed chase. I'm just that damn good, you couldn't get me. Well, the cop said, we'll see who wins this bitch soon enough. We'll see who the winner is, the cop said to the guy on the telephone. Of course, a few days later, the police spot Dick Nuts walking around town, and they put the whoop down on his candy ass, cuffed him, tossed him down onto the sidewalk, and the cop said, so, what were you saying again?
That's awesome.
Something about how you won and we lost? Who's the winner now, bitch? Shoes, bitch. That's what they said to the guy. The cop savored this one they dumped up and around 20 different traffic tickets
Wow.
on this effing guy.
They give him an underage tobacco ticket.
And then they took his girlfriend out on a date. Oh. Shoes, bitch.
What an idiot.
No doubt.
I don't understand what, like, he really thought that he was just untouchable after
Yeah,
that. Like, since they didn't catch you, they can't come to your house and arrest you.
Right, I win.
Some people just need that win.
Yeah.
Lord.
I'll usually give it to them. All right, you need it more than the rest of us, I guess.
One listener texted in back to bumper stickers. He said, I always notice that the worst drivers always have the same bumper sticker. It says, student driver?
I'm with you. It's like they've never been on the road before.
Seriously.
Every time I've seen one of those, I'm like nosy. I'm like, oh, I wonder, like, I want to see how nervous the kid looks. And then it's always like somebody's mom. It's never who I expect to be driving. And I'm like, do you just use that so people don't, like, I guess, get mad at you for your terrible driving?
Well, I've got a kid that's going to be a driver here soon enough, and I always thought, at least in high school, this is kind of how we looked at it, it made you a target more than people go understanding, well, let's leave this person alone. It's like, my friends would kind of mess with those people more than anything.
Yeah, you're right.
There you go. All right, here's a conversation I can't imagine having anywhere but here. What's it say now? And I think we're all going to learn something. This is very strange, but it says here, cow gallstones have become one of the world's most valuable commodities. If you're a farmer, if you are a cattle farmer, go ahead and text us, 651-989-9393. What do you know about these cow gallstones? So they become very valuable. Oh, Josh could tell you this. They've been used in traditional Chinese medicine for thousands of years to treat all sorts of things, like hypertension, cardiovascular diseases, strokes. The demand for gallstones is now higher than ever before, and so is their price. According to the folks at the damned Wall Street Journal, last year, the price of cow gallstones rose to $5,800 per ounce. The price of gold is less than that. Right.
Well.
I don't.
Yeah. Got to give me a cow then and hope it gets gallstones.
Right.
Yeah.
You hope everybody gets gallstones. You're always talking about it.
It's more valuable than gold. So obviously you're saying, what are you talking about, you jagoff? And you might be saying, hell, it seems like there are a lot of cows roaming around, so why are cow gallstones so expensive? Why aren't we all running out into the fields and beating a cow to death and snatching their gallstones and then going to the bank? Here's the deal on that. Word is the chances of cows forming gallstones increases with age. You got to be an old cow, usually, to grow gallstone. But most slaughterhouses around the world prefer to murder cattle at younger ages to improve something called agricultural efficiency. Cows get killed young. So it's very rare to find an old cow with the gallstones.
Baudette Fishing Guide Jesus says, fun fact, bear gallbladders are illegal to buy or sell in Minnesota.
Why do you know that?
Well, he's a fishing guide. He's an outdoorsman.
That's what started that fight at my parents' house all those years ago.
I had a feeling.
Yeah, you did?
Yep.
I mean, why? Are they, like, valuable like this? Do you know?
Bear gall rods? What did you say?
Yeah, bear gall rods.
What was your question, Ashley?
I want to know, like, why are they valuable?
Yeah, Josh,
or-
why are bear gall boners
Have to get back to us.
Yeah, I want to know.
So again, most cows don't live too long. So that's why an old cow with cow gallstones is so valuable.
That's nuts. It's more expensive. I wonder if you can invest in that. I mean, you can bet on anything. I wonder if you can invest in something like that. Is there a money market account where they have some real estate and gallstones involved?
Good question. I'm the last guy that should be involved in anything along those lines. So cow gallstone smuggling and robbery has become a problem in Brazil. Armed criminals are attacking cattle farms. They kill a few people along the way, and then they steal the cows. Where are the old ones, they say. And then they shove a hand up the cow's ass to feel around for those gallstones. And if they find any, they sell them on the black market.
You hear about that sometimes, right? All the black market animal parts that are making big money for various things. Mm-hmm. I remember, I wish I remembered more from school, honestly. I wish I paid a little more attention. But when I learned that some perfumes are made from whale barf, I was mesmerized. I had no idea.
That kind of stuff is really cool.
That's interesting.
The ambergris, right? Isn't that what that's called?
I don't know.
And then this one disgusted me, but that they make some red dyes out of crushed up bugs that you find like in candies and yogurts and whatnot.
Yes.
Disgusting.
Ugh.
What's wrong with you people?
Yucky.
So armed criminals are attacking cattle farms in Brazil and stealing the...
Leave the cows alone.
Well, leave the farmer alone, too. Can you picture your favorite beer-bellied Minnesota farmer wearing his overalls one morning, and next thing you know, the Brazilian mafia is jumping his fences to, like it's the beaches of Normandy, and they're coming in to steal his cows?
There are a few older farmers, though, where I don't know if they would want to do that, or if the Brazilian mafia would want to go against them. Some of those guys scare me.
Well, sure, but imagine the shock as he's packing a Kodiak at 4:30 in the morning. Well, who the hell are these sumbitches hopping over my fence? The Brazilian mafia? All right, you bastards. And the other guy, and they brought Jaden McDaniels back into the mix. A lot of JV minutes last night. They'll play at Houston tomorrow night. The Pigs play that game in Dallas, Texas tonight. Everyone's been talking about it. And finally, before we get going again, because Josh has a news report set aside for you, we were talking bumper stickers earlier. Most of them aggravate the piss out of me. Most of them are just lame jokes. I get aggravated. But, lots of things aggravate me. Here's a listener, Josh, who used to have a bumper sticker that said, and this is how you have to... If you can rope me, you can ride me.
Wow.
Burp, fart.
Respect.
That's a good one.
If you can rope me, go ahead. You can. Josh is coming up next.
Sports on the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Line to the right side, caught by Keyshaw. He's speared it, and the Twins hang on and beat the Tigers 8-6.
Luke Keyshaw with the final out of last night's ball game. I'm telling you right now, Cubby, the Wolves, that's not the team name. The Twins snuck one out last night, by God, they did.
They sure did.
It was like a one-cheek sneak. Snuck out a Target Field with a win over the Detroit Tigers. They had a nice lead. That lead was dwindling, and it was looking worse and worse. But the Tigers just ran out of chances in the final. I think you heard Corey Provis say there, 8-6. So they won the first 3 games of this series. They can go for the smooth sweep this
I ain't mad about it.
No, Ashley ain't bothered
Why
by
would you be?
winning the first 3
Good
games
job.
of a 4-game series over the Tigers.
Good job.
When I saw they
boys.
won, the first thing I thought is, I hope Ashley's not mad about this. So I'm
mad about a lot of things, but
very
not that.
relieved that you're okay with that.
The Timberwolves are, kind of just effing off now until the playoffs start. They sat a bunch of guys last night in their game against the Orlando Magic. Lost the game, but it was more about just resting this guy and the other guy, and they brought Jaden McDaniels back into the mix. A lot of JV minutes last night. They'll play at Houston tomorrow night. The Pigs play that game in Dallas, Texas tonight. Everyone's been talking about it. And finally, before we get going again, because Josh has a news report set aside for you, we were talking bumper stickers earlier. Most of them aggravate the piss out of me. Most of them are just lame jokes. I get aggravated. But, you know, lots of things aggravate me. Here's a listener, Josh. He used to have a bumper sticker that said, and this is how you have to. If you can rope me, you can ride me.
Wow.
Burp, fart.
Respect.
That's a good one.
If you can rope me, go ahead. You can. Josh is coming up next.
Half-assed Morning Show. 93X.
Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a smart club member because I trust my home comfort to standard heating and air conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today, 763-571-2410, or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
Hey football fans, still a legend Jerome Bettis here. When I think about football in Pittsburgh, I think about tradition, hard work, and moments that last forever. It's a place where the love of the game brings people together. And for the first time ever, the NFL Draft comes to the Steel City. Be there for 3 days of football, and the moment draft dreams are realized. The 2026 NFL Draft, presented by Bud Light, April 23rd to the 25th. Register for free entry at NFL.com/draft access.
Half-assed Morning Show.
Due to some sexual content, parental discretion is advised.
On 93X.
Last night, a warehouse full of adult toys burned down.
Any casualties?
No, but lots of inventory damage.
Could you list the items just so we know what we're dealing with here?
Vibrators, dildos, strap-ons, gag balls, whips, nipple clamps, sex dolls, sex swings, artificial vaginas, bondage kits, flavored lubes, etc., etc.
And what exactly are those items used for?
They're for sexual and masturbatory pleasure. Oh, I get it. Okay. Very funny.
If you've been thinking about giving your home decor a little extra thrust, Minneapolis just handed you the perfect excuse to redecorate with a little kink. The city's former North Loop institution, Sexworld, may have gone down after 32 long, hard years, but it's not leaving quietly. Instead, it's letting it all hang out, auctioning off hundreds of horny housewares for your home and or sex dungeon. More than 400 items are up for grabs on kbid.com, with bidding open tonight until 7:15 p.m., so if something catches your eye, you'll want to seal the deal before some other sexually active online bidder slides in.
What is wrong with these people? They have no willpower. I once went 28 years without having sex. And then again for 7 years.
Unfortunately, the legendary rideable 6-foot-long penis is regrettably not part of that auction.
That sumbitch went into some kind of Hall of Fame?
Yeah, it went to your mom.
It went to my mom's place?
And you won't find any toys or videos either, but there's still plenty to keep things interesting. We're talking vintage posters, neon-lit signs, and wall art that'll make a prude like myself blush. Phrases like clothing optional beyond this point and erotic pleasures are ready to hang wherever you like. There's even St. Patrick's-themed gems encouraging you to, quote, rub your shamrocks for luck, shop at Sexworld, be lucky all year. You can take home the doors from the old XXX video booths. Just budget for a lot of bleach, rubber gloves, and industrial utility scrapers. The auction also offers T-shirts, sweatshirts, and memorabilia for cannabis and other tobacco products, including a giant marijuana-themed inflatable tube man from the also shuttered THC joint.
That sounds cool.
Sexworld opened in 1993, and for nearly all of its run was open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. It originally occupied 3 stories, but eventually shrank to 1 floor as competition from online outlets intensified. Again, that's kbid.com. Our coworker and buddy JP from the radio station here is running that whole deal.
Sweet.
Yeah, he has an auction company now, and so he's the one kind of behind this.
He's always doing something.
He is. He's a bit of an entrepreneur.
So the auction goes on for how long?
Until 7:15 p.m. tonight.
Tonight?
Yeah.
F me. I always really enjoyed myself at Sexworld. We used to swing in there pretty often.
I was there when it first opened. It was the year I graduated high school, so we all went when we were old enough to go.
Only got thrown out once.
Oh.
What'd you do?
How do you get thrown out of there?
Well, there's lots of ways.
They had the gals in the cages. And if you gave them a...
yeah.
Did you ever walk in there when they had the gals in the cages?
No.
I saw the... Oh, wait. Like right in... When you walked in, they were kind of like behind some glass? I remember that. There was like a peep booth type of... I don't remember cages.
It was a cage or a sheet of glass. We were drunk off our ass. It was a bachelor party. One of my pals said something that pissed off one of the gals in the cages. So she threw us all out. That was the only negative memory I have of Sexworld. I thought the place was beautiful. It was always so... well maintained and just a fun vibe, and I really dug that joint.
On the topic of getting screwed, Winona County is getting bent over by some internet criminals. The Minnesota National Guard is going to support Winona County as it responds to a cyber attack. The disruption began Monday and stretched into Tuesday, knocking out systems across the county and sharply limiting Winona County's ability to deliver emergency services and other critical support, which is obviously very bad. A range of agencies has joined the response effort. It's a role the Guard's cyber protection team has stepped into before. Last summer, members were deployed to assist St. Paul after a ransomware attack forced the city to shut down its entire IT system. 3 children have been arrested for felony threats, of violence after staff at Wilmer Public Schools discovered a threatening letter Monday, a discovery which forced the district to cancel all classes the following day. According to the Wilmer Police Department, officers were dispatched just after 4 p.m. Monday after a letter which threatened staff in school buildings was found.
A letter?
Yes.
Look at these kids.
It's old school.
I didn't know they knew how to write a letter.
It's Wilmer.
Yeah, there's no internet.
Yeah, I forgot.
From there, the investigation unfolded through a series of interviews, ultimately leading to the arrest of 3 juveniles. Police say there's no further threat to school staff, students, or the public.
Angry, angst-ridden teens in Wilmer.
Oh, my God. Did you hear Dana's neck on that? Or whose neck was that?
That was my stomach.
That was?
Yeah.
Holy cow.
What in the world?
It's only a matter of time before that becomes external.
Yeah. That was something.
I don't know if anyone could hear that in our listening audience.
That was insane.
But Ashley's stomach just farted.
It had to I'm talking like maybe a foot and a half away from the mic. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's, I can't believe that pic. And our mics suck.
Darn it.
A similar spirit of caution is settling in elsewhere as another Minnesota district has fielded a threat of its own. Cottage Grove police announced they'll increase their presence at 2 middle schools this week after receiving a threat. The threat, which was sent to Cottage Grove and Oltman Middle Schools, was investigated and deemed not credible, but officials say the added presence is intended to provide reassurance, maintain a visible sense of safety, and keep concerns from escalating within the community.
School year needs to hurry up. Don't you think the school year needs to hurry up and end? These kids, they can't hang on anymore.
Yeah, let's get them back to their Nintendos and Pop Rocks.
Yeah, right.
New York Seltzers.
Pop Rocks. What was the other?
New York Seltzers.
New York Seltzers. Okay.
Meanwhile, St. Cloud police provided an update on the fire at an elementary school, which broke out just before 9 a.m. last Tuesday. Authorities confirmed the fire was started by a juvenile suspect who's a student at the school and likely in a bit of trouble. Investigators said that although the fire was ignited and contained in a bathroom, it triggered a full evacuation and forced the school to close temporarily for extensive deep cleaning and air quality restoration, which sounds like we might need in the studio with what's going on with Ashley's tummy.
No.
A 47-year-old Lakeville woman found herself in a feather bender Tuesday night when her car struck a turkey, resulting in the turkey's sudden career in aviation, which sent it crashing through the windshield. According to the Minnesota State Patrol, the airborne poultry incident unfolded southbound Interstate 35 just north of Faribault shortly before 7 p.m. Luckily, police said the woman's injuries are not life-threatening.
Well, she got smacked around?
She was injured, yeah, because it went through the windshield.
God dang.
Alcohol is not believed to be a factor in the crash, but foul play is suspected. A Florida man is facing charges after police say he carried out a months-long string of vehicle burglaries using an unusual escape method, a getaway kayak. A homeowner checked his surveillance cameras March 20th and spotted a man in a blue hoodie and gray sweatpants attempting the classic "maybe this car is unlocked" routine on at least 3 vehicles. The suspect then crossed the street, entered an unlocked vehicle, rummaged through it, and left. The home sits across from a canal, which it turns out doubled as the man's escape route. When officers made contact with 20-year-old Colton Burns, he looked more like someone who lost a fantasy football bet than a thief. Police say he was wearing only boxers and had wet hair. Nearby, a wet kayak with a fresh footprint was found on the property. Officers linked Burns to multiple vehicle burglaries in the area and said he used a kayak to cross the canal and carry out those crimes. 2 days later, officers responded to another report of a vehicle burglary about 7:43 p.m. The victim said 2 wallets, cash, and credit cards were stolen from the vehicle. He also discovered a pink floral makeup bag belonging to his neighbor. Inside were some of his stolen items, along with property belonging to that neighbor. The makeup bag had been stolen as well, and additional items inside were linked to yet another victim. On April 1st, detectives interviewed Burns and connected him to the March 22nd incident and several others, including a Valentine's Day burglary, where a woman reported her vehicle was burglarized and her stolen AirPods led them to the Wet Bandits' address. After the April 1st interview, detectives searched the area near his residence and found several stolen items that he had hid in bushes. Most of the items showed water damage from being submerged.
Oh, so, yeah, the kayak was his regular getaway vehicle.
Yep.
There was only one sumbitch who could have caught him, Josh, and that would have been me in 1989. I was the best kayaker in the county at that time.
That's so cool to me when you talk about how you used to be able to, roll it.
Dang.
That's so sweet.
Why did I not stick with that? I could have made the Olympic team. I ain't playing with you. God dang it. And I never thought it could be something that I could have,
Do you want one?
I never thought of something.
You have one?
Yeah.
Now I wouldn't do it.
Oh.
I'd rather just sit on the couch or a bar stool.
Trying to get rid of it. It just sits in my garage. A light bulb broke in it, too, and I just don't want to clean it out.
Oh. Well, you were trying to run electricity into your kayak?
No, it was in the process of moving, things just get thrown in places. And there was I guess somehow a light bulb ended up in there, and yeah, it's all over the place. I don't want to clean it out.
How did you gain a kayak?
I bought one.
You bought a kayak?
Yeah, I used to kayak all the time when I was 17, 18, 20.
Define all the time, because I picture it
a lot, actually.
Josh has always said, everyone who buys a paddleboard uses it once and then never acknowledges its existence ever again. But you were kayaking all over town?
Yeah, a couple times a week for
But you never learned how
summers.
You never learned how to roll it?
No, I would just fish out of it. I loved it, too. It's when I had my little slug bug beetle. And so I would have to jimmy rig that thing somehow inside. The trunk would be partially open.
Wait a minute. Were you a hippie?
I think so. I think that makes me a hippie. You know what? You know what I would listen to that whole summer long? I was obsessed with the Red Hot Chili Peppers.
You were a hippie.
Yeah, did you live in San Francisco for a while?
That was a weird stretch of my life.
It doesn't sound like you at all.
I had so much fun. It was awesome.
Friggin' hippies.
In the automotive repair system, transactions are represented by 2 separate yet equally important groups. Those customers who trust their vehicles to be fixed and those responsible for the work. This is one such story. What began as a routine repair took a turn when a dealership employee decided to use a customer's luxury vehicle to impress a date. Kimberly Porter had her car towed to a Mercedes dealer in Tennessee after it broke down on the interstate. Trusting the dealership to handle those repairs, she left the car there, where it remained for several weeks without incident. But that changed one Friday night. Porter received a notification from a GPS tracking app that the car's location had changed.
Oh.
Concerned it may have been stolen, she followed the GPS signal herself, tracking the car about 15 minutes away from where it was supposed to be. And when she arrived, she found her Mercedes parked in a lot where she waited.
So then it pinged again at 12:14, and that's when I got up out of the bed and drove to TJ Mulligan's in my loaner vehicle, and my car was sitting there.
Eventually, the driver returned. According to police, the person behind the wheel was an employee of the dealership, and after learning that, Porter was pissed.
One of the police officers was like, I know this guy. He works at Mercedes. And I instantly got pissed.
She sure did. The employee told officers he had taken the car out on a date and took the car to impress that girl he was with.
So you're telling me that there's a worker at Mercedes driving my car? So they brought him out in handcuffs.
Criminal charges were filed against that employee.
Well,
She sounds hot.
Huh?
Oh, she's not bad looking at all.
I don't know what it is about her, but yeah, she sounds like she'd be very attractive.
I'll be damned. That never really entered my mind. Maybe I'll have to listen again. This dude who snatched away the Beamer, what was it?
Mercedes.
Did he get some?
I don't think he had an opportunity. Unless they did, like, before.
Predate stuff?
Yeah.
He got busted before he was able to pick up.
Possibly.
What, they got to TJ O'Shanigans?
I was so close.
He got busted before he even picked up his date?
Yeah.
That sucks.
Well, I think they had dinner, and he thought, okay, maybe we're going to get a nightcap at some point, but...
Nice, a Mercedes, huh? You ever driven a Mercedes?
Nope. I've been in one.
Neither have I.
But I've never driven one.
I bet they're fancy and schmancy.
Mm-hmm. A South Carolina boutique owner has a reputation for fast returns to jail. The 30-year-old was booked last week for the 15th time this year, and it's only April 9th.
For doing what?
All kinds of stuff.
Oh.
Going for the record.
Pretty much the same stuff. She checked back into the Greenville County Detention Center last Thursday, just 2 weeks after her most recent arrest, which feels a little ambitious.
So I thought that at the end of the day that she would be somebody that would do right by me, and to see that it doesn't matter when it comes to money is hurtful.
See, now that one sounds hot.
She is also.
Oh, yeah?
Very attractive.
Yeah.
Her latest handcuffing comes after months of customer complaints. Shoppers said that they paid for items but never received the merchandise or their money back.
What does she do for a living again?
She runs like a little store.
A little store?
In December, the Better Business Bureau launched an investigation after 11 complaints. Customers reported losing thousands of dollars, which earned her an F rating from the Bureau and some FUs from customers. Her arrest record this year has been steady, almost impressive. She was brought in January 1st and 7th, then twice on February 5th, followed by February 9th and 11th, twice again on February 13th before taking a couple days off, only to get arrested again on the 19th, 20th, 23rd, and 25th.
Whoa, busy month.
March included appearances on the 2nd and 19th, followed by an encore April 2nd. The South Carolina Attorney General's office said it was determining the best path forward to prosecuting her, while everyone else was wondering, what the hell? 15 times and she's not in jail.
So more or less, people gave her money for things and she just kept the money and didn't give them their things.
Right. And she'd get busted and it didn't matter to her. She'd keep doing it.
She crazy.
She's also attractive, which...
That helps.
I
If
knew
we're
it.
going to talk about people and their level of aesthetics, she's very attractive.
I could tell.
Elizabeth Banks. A lot of people think she's attractive.
Sure do.
Elizabeth Banks?
Yep. She's starring in a new Peacock original series called The Miniature Wife. The relationship dramedy follows a couple whose love story has one little problem.
Oh, no.
Banks is accidentally shrunk to doll size by her husband's secret science project. Then on HBO...
You got to be kidding me.
So it's like an adult version of Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
No, it's totally different.
Sure sounds like it.
Yeah. In that one, some human beings were shrunk. And you know what? You're right. Now that I hear it. Then on HBO Max, the 5th and final season premiere of the comedy series Hacks.
Oh, I'm excited about this one.
Dennis Quaid, 72 today. Happy birthday to Baker, turning the big 01 from Dad, I don't have a cool Jesus named Jesus. And that's 93X News.
Randy Shaver.
On the Half-Assed Morning Show.
Got his shot blocked. Nas Reed with the rejection. TJ to McDaniels. Look out below.
Oh, man, did you see that slam dunk basket last night, Randy Shaver?
You know what? I did not, because I was watching the Twins.
Minnesota Twins baseball has taken the town by storm. Jaden McDaniels had a slam dunk last night. He's going to hurt himself He slam dunks the basketball. Josh, T.J. Shannon also had a thunderous dunk in last night's ballgame. We'll get to the Twins. The Timberwolves have officially thrown her into cruise control.
Yes, as they should at this point.
So now that the Wolves have pinned down that 6th seed in the playoff, they're going to rest some players. So last night, no Rudy, no effing Julius Randle. He missed his first game of the season. Ayo Dosunmu sat on the bench, and the end result was a 12-point loss on the road in Orlando, Florida. But who cares? Right?
Right. Yeah, it doesn't matter because they're going to end up in the 6th spot. So just get rested and get ready to go.
Jaden McDaniels returned, which was great to see. I did not expect to see Jaden in there back from injury. The Magic still have lots to prove before the end of the regular season. So
huge game.
They gave her hell last night. The Magic did.
It's a huge game because they're battling Toronto and Atlanta and actually Philadelphia for the 5 and 6 spots in the East, and there's still games to be played. So it was a monster game for Orlando last night, and they're hoping for some help. They got a little bit of help last night. Atlanta got beat by Cleveland, but they're looking for a little bit of help to try to sneak their way into the top 6.
Yeah, the East is so tight between 9 and 5. There's a 2-game difference.
Yeah, I don't think Charlotte's going to get there.
No,
but I really think Orlando and actually Philadelphia has a decent shot too, depending on the schedule. So.
And back to T.J. Shannon. He led the Wolves last night with a career-high 33 points. I believe he scored 29 in the second half. Good for him. He had a nice night. He was able to go out there and have some fun. Jaden McDaniels, like we mentioned, back in the lineup after missing 6 games with a trick knee. He had 18 points in 19 minutes. So there you go. Next up in there, kind of let's be careful and not get injured schedule of the season. 3-4 games left. They play at Houston tomorrow night. It's going to be all morning long, Josh. That riff's going to be stuck in my head.
It's a cool riff.
That's Sorry Sumbitch John 5. He's playing in Motley Crue now.
He kind of gets bounced around.
Jesus, he lost a bet. He's a member of Motley Crue. Now, the Twins, Josh, or your name is Randy Shaver. You're the one who brought up the Twins. They kind of got away with one last night.
Ooh. Yeah, a little bit.
It was looking more and more like they were going to wet the bed.
It looked great early on. I mean, give them credit. Once again, they go after a super starting pitcher in Framber Valdez, and they put 6 on the board in the first inning, which is the first time they've scored a run in the first inning all season. And they were up 7-0, and then they had to hold on for dear life because it was 8-6 after the first half of the 7th inning. And Detroit threatened. I was like
many times.
I was screaming at the TV last night when Funderburk was in there
and
walking guys to put the Twins in harm's way last night. But they found a way. Great catch by Keishel to end the games.
Funderburk picked a piss-poor time to lose all control.
Yes, no kidding.
And there were walks up and down. Yeah, so.
Again, though, Bailey Ober, pretty good start.
Did all right.
Banda had a really rough 2/3 of an inning. And Funderburk, you had to hold your breath. But, really, Banda was the only one that struggled last night.
Yeah.
So
that's 3 wins in a row over the top club in their division. And what I mean by that is the club that most baseball people are picking to win the division this season, the Detroit Tigers. I mean, they got a chance to sweep the series with a day game today.
Yeah.
A listener texted me yesterday, and I'm all on board with this as well. Josh Bell. When the Twins signed Josh Bell, everybody said, another, kind of tired character that they're going to try.
Veteran.
They're going to try to inject some life into a dead career. And don't get me wrong, the Twins have done that many times. And
been successful, actually.
Sure, half and half. Let's go half and half.
I mean, a lot more successful in the earlier days, right? During the World Series runs and.
Oh, we're going that far back. Okay,
but I'm saying they've had success in their franchise.
I was picturing guys like Joey Gallo and but anyway,
it's been a struggle.
My point is, I like this Josh Bell and what he's brought to the club so far. I mean, it's early. But I like what he's brought to the table so far, and he seems like a really cool dude, too, so I'm rooting for him. The boys will try to sweep it today. Mick Abel.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully you'll see some good pitching today because Abel, the last time out, was like the piggyback guy in a starting he came in second after the starter and just got blown up. So hopefully he'll be much better today.
Versus Jack Flaherty. All right. After yesterday's program, I was able to watch video of that gangbang on the ball field between the Atlanta Braves and the Los Angeles Angels from a couple. And you're right, it was far more exciting than the usually lame big league baseball version of a, quote, fight.
Right.
Randy brought this up yesterday.
Thus the suspensions.
Yes. If you don't know it, I think it's still on our website. There was again, in quotes, baseball fight, which is very different than any other fight There was a little bit of a scrap on the field between the Braves and the Angels. As you mentioned yesterday, at least in this case, there were some wild overhand type punches thrown back and forth. As usual, none landed. But at least there appeared to be some legit, which is good for baseball players. Good. Almost is close enough for baseball players. It at least appeared there were some bad intentions, and I appreciate that part. So, Big League Baseball decided to punish those who were involved. Angels designated hitter Jorge Soler and Braves pitcher Reynaldo Lopez both received 7-game suspensions. No other players were suspended. Both Soler and Lopez are planning to appeal. They always do. But
I think Lopez's suspension got reduced to 5 games.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
I didn't see that. Obviously, the suspension is more severe for Soler than Lopez. Soler's an everyday player. Lopez would only, miss one turn in the rotation. So anyway, if you want to see the video, I think it's still up on our website. It was pretty good. Better than most.
Yep. And, if you look at the picture that's on ESPN.com of the brawl, Lopez has the baseball, which is odd.
He never dropped the baseball.
No, has the baseball in his right hand. So it's kind of like brass knuckles.
Yeah.
Would have connected.
It'd be kind of fun to watch him bash somebody in the nose with that baseball.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, especially because if he throws a punch with his pitching hand, that's just stupid, So he needed that ball to kind of protect himself.
Oh, I bet that his face would explode.
Yeah. Oh, that was all right. All-time great Los Angeles Dodger Davey Lopes has checked out.
Yeah.
At 80 years old. Great ball player. Yeah. Great runner.
Mm-hmm.
He could steal a base, Cubby, before you could say Jack Robinson when he was a young person.
Quick guy, huh?
Davey Lopes.
Yeah. His it's a little bit different than how most guys got their starts. He didn't make his major league debut till he was 27, which is a lot older than normal. But once he started in 1972, actually 73, when he was out there, that infield of Garvey, Bill Russell, and Ron Cey and Lopes were the starting infield for the Dodgers for the next 8.5 years. Never, it was always the same infield.
Yep.
It never changed.
That's when guys stuck around.
And they won a World Series in that time. They played in 3. He was, Maury Wills is regarded as the greatest base stealer in Dodgers history, but Davey Lopes is right behind him.
He stole at least 40 bases in a season 6 times during his career. He stole 77 bases in 1975. And he also had some pop in his bat.
Yep.
I wasn't the type that cheered for the Dodgers very often, But I did like Davy Lopes. I like Pedro Guerrero. Steve Garvey, the sight of Steve Garvey made my skin crawl. There's so much hair on his forearms. He's way too much hair on his forearms.
You don't like that?
No. The Penguin, of course, you mentioned Ron Say, the friggin' Penguin. If you don't know Davy Lopes and you want to look at a picture of the sumbitch, look at a picture of him when he was a little older. Davy Lopes was one of those guys. He lived to be 80. He had a wrinkle on his face for every year that he lived. He just had one of those faces that showed his age. Showed his character, really. A lot of character in Davy's mug.
Two things come to mind. One, it was a different time for base stealers. It was actually probably the height of base stealing in the 70s and 80s because there were multiple great base stealers. Lou Brock, Ricky Henderson, Davy Lopes, guys like that. And we don't see that in Major League Baseball today. Base stealing was such a big part of the game. And now it's there, but it's not celebrated as much as it was back then. And the other thing is that the money in baseball was just starting to get figured out with free agency in the 70s, 80s, and so on. So every team was kind of on an even plane in a lot of ways. And so, yeah, the Dodgers weren't really the Dodgers back then.
No.
You know what I mean?
Well,
they weren't because the money just wasn't the big factor,
right,
in the 70s and 80s. It is today.
They were a contender damn near every year, but just because they fielded a good ball club, they had a great manager in Tommy Lasorda, so it was absolutely different.
And a lot less teams.
Oh, God,
in
yes.
Major League Baseball.
Josh, did you just roll up your sleeves to check to see if you had too much hair on your...
You saw that? Yeah.
I mentioned that Steve Garvey made my skin crawl because he had way too much hair on his forearms. Next thing I know, I look over, you're rolling up your sleeves.
Well, I was just checking what I got here. I don't have much.
No.
My legs are ridiculous.
Your legs they're funny looking.
It's the only place I can grow hair.
They're so fat.
Yeah, I know. It's weird. I have tree trunks.
Yeah, and they're covered in like matted hair.
Yeah. You're right.
I thought you were checking yourself to see if your hair...
I was trying to see where mine ranked as far as... they're pretty hairless.
By the way, a quick side note, and we don't need to go too far into this because who could possibly care, but did you know, Randy Shaver, that Steve Garvey, is he still alive? He's still alive, right?
I think he is.
I love that guy.
What?
The mustache, how funny he is on Family Feud. That's Steve Harvey.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
I got them mixed up.
I had no idea who you were. He ain't that old yet, is he? Steve? Is he 80? Is he
77?
He's got to be near the same age as those guys.
He's 77. He's still alive.
Yes.
Okay, good. Did you guys know, Randy? Did you know that after Steve Garvey retired from baseball, even before he retired, I think, he decided he'd try his hand at comedic videos, and it's some of the worst garbage you'll ever see in your life. He hooks up with B actors in L.A. at the time. This is like early 80s.
I think he wanted to be an actor after baseball. Yes.
Looks like he's a politician now.
He did like commercials, if I remember right.
Well, but in this case, he did intentionally comedic programs. Like, here I am with, I don't know, name a B celebrity. It's so bad. The only reason why you'd ever probably look this up is maybe if you were incarcerated and need to kill some time. I don't expect anybody to look this up. But he would hook up with these, again, kind of JV comics and actors from the early 80s and tried to create some videos. I bumped into them in years past, and it's so horrible, you wish you were dead.
He did an episode of Baywatch in 93.
Oh, God.
Oh, really?
He played Dr. Corey.
Yep.
Dr. Corey.
Did you look that up, or did you know that?
No, I looked it up.
Yep.
But I've probably seen that episode.
The Chicago White Sox can't let go of the fact that the damn Pope is a fan of their miserable baseball team. They're really driving this one into the ground. So on August 11th, the Sox are going to go through with a gimmicky Pope-related giveaway. If you buy a ticket to that ball game, you get a White Sox hat shaped like the hat that the Pope wears on his skull. If you don't know what the Pope hat looks like, it's very hard to describe. You'll have to look this pig up. But they're going to give away a Pope hat with a White Sox logo.
It's okay. It's all right. Relax. It's okay.
The current Pope,
Leo,
is a feller named Bob that grew up in Chicago.
No, it's not Bob.
Yeah, his name is Bob. Where he got the nickname Leo, I have no idea. I'm serious. His name is Bob.
Yeah, it's Robert.
Yeah.
That's his birth name.
Yeah.
Pope Leo.
Yes.
Where did he get the nickname Leo?
Well, that's his Catholic, I guess, name.
Oh,
right? That's his Pope name.
Is that right?
He chose Leo to echo the social justice themes of Pope Leo the 13th.
Correct.
Oh, well, now I get it.
Duh.
Yeah.
You're very familiar with Pope Leo the 13th.
But he used to go to White Sox games before he took up a job with Jesus. Yeah. So they're going to give away a Pope hat. Look it up. Josh, you saw it.
You don't think it's kind of funny?
Yeah.
It's silly.
Yeah. I'm just saying it's a little goofy, that's all.
Yeah, it's definitely. That's what I like about it. It's really goofy.
Maybe Bob will show up at the park for that giveaway. Like he and Ozzie Guillen and Albert Bell could sit together.
Well, I hope he shows up soon because they're already in last place.
Oh, are they struggling again?
Yeah. Just a little bit of baseball note today.
Yeah.
The Seattle Mariners have lost 5 in a row. This is the baseball team that many thought would be a long way to go, but they're off to a terrible start. and the hottest team in baseball right now is the Colorado Rockies. They've won 4 in a row, and they're 500.
Good for them.
At 6-6. Yeah.
Good for them.
I love it. They just swept the Astros.
Yeah, no one's ever mad about the Astros getting swept.
No, absolutely not.
Do you think that the Pope could sit between Ozzie Guillen and Albert Bell and maybe sign some autographs before?
Well, I think Ozzie's getting his number retired.
Oh, yeah, he is.
Oh, good.
So maybe on the day that he gets his number retired, they could all sit together.
There you go.
You mentioned signing autographs. Does the Pope sign autographs? Wouldn't that be something?
I don't know.
It'd be worth a couple of bucks.
I can't say that I've followed that too closely. I don't know if they...
they have so much security. Has he gone to a Cubs game since he became the Pope?
I don't know. That the answer to that
White
one.
Sox game.
I'm sorry. Yeah, White Sox game.
Maybe Pope Bob and Pete Rose went on some autograph tours a few years ago or something. I don't know. I missed this during Tuesday night's game between the Cubs and Tampa Bay Rays. There was a wardrobe malfunction during a foul ball chase.
I feel so bad for this guy, but it was very funny.
His ass fell smooth out of his pants?
Yeah, it's on 93x.com.
It is? I haven't seen it yet. I tried to click on the video, and they gave me some jibber-jabber about, looking at nudity on the internet. 93x.com, you say?
Yep.
So a foul ball starts bouncing around the stands, and a dude goes a-chasing after it, and he lost control of his clothing. His pants fell right off of his ass. And this spread across social media like a bastard. All right, now I got to...
That sucks.
I got to play around.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I mean...
Oh, Lord.
Not subtle.
Oh.
Where would
if that would have happened in the Twins ballpark, nobody'd see him.
Where would I find this video? I'm no good at this, Josh.
Okay, let me...
Just type in a fan... loses pants baseball.
It's I know it you
Well, no, but Randy, when I tried to do it on the general internet, they told me that I can't look at naked people. So Josh says it's on our website.
So this is a lot, but so you go to our website.
Sure.
You see where it says half-assed
I do.
warnings, and that's crass, by the way. Right under that, do you see where it goes? Podcasts, headlines, highlights, nude women. Do you see those?
I see some of those selections.
Do the headlines one.
Headlines.
And then you scroll down. Where is it?
I'll find it.
Boy, it's way down
I'm there now. I'll
Okay.
find it. You don't got to babysit me any longer. Well, that's embarrassing. So both of his ass cheeks jumped out of his pants. Everyone's making fun of him. I guess if you were watching the game live, the announcers have nothing to say. They are in stunned silence at what they had witnessed.
Yeah, I'm not so sure I'd comment on that myself.
Yeah, I don't know. Where would we go with that?
Yeah.
I'm not seeing this sumbitch anyway.
Yeah, I don't see it anymore either.
I hate myself.
It's not your fault.
Yeah, I mean, growing up with an over-the-road truck driver father who had no ass, he could never keep his damn pants up. There were always ass cheeks knocking around. It was horrible.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I'll try to find this on the general internet. Yes,
Yeah,
Randy.
Can I make a plea to the Twins?
Go ahead.
Stop doing the overhead cameras of your stadium.
Oh.
That is so depressing.
Wait till they get a good crowd for that?
Yeah, don't do that. It just takes away so much of what you're trying to do by getting people to be interested.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really sad how empty it is. I mean, empty.
Yeah.
I can't remember who it was, but a listener texted in a little bit ago, said they went to the game last night, like we saw on TV, only a couple thousand people. But he said the ushers were still checking tickets. Just let them go sit wherever the hell they want.
Exactly.
They showed up.
Well,
did you check your email, Nick?
Dude, I just saw the video of the guy's ass falling out of his shorts. How is it that your shorts come down that easily?
Yeah, it's all the way down.
Yeah, I mean, we're lucky we didn't see nuts.
I know. That was graphic. Jeez, that's.
Why would any pants or shorts that you wear come off that easily, come down that easily?
Yeah, it looked like sweatpants or something. He needs a belt.
Come on, dude. Yeah. Get a belt. Yeah, like you said. Sometimes you can buy a guy money. Sometimes you can give a guy money for a belt.
Well, I know what happens then. They'll buy a cheesecake. True story.
Well, I thought years ago we had this intern in the building, worked with us every morning, and he was one of these dark sider kids. So it was the late 90s. He was one of these mopey, what's the term again?
Goth?
Emo, goth?
Yes, he was very goth. So he had the huge T-shirt that said, I hate my dad or whatever on the front of it. He had the huge oversized pants. And I think it was the style, Josh, to have your entire ass covered in boxer shorts.
For a while there, yeah.
Yes.
What do they call it, sagging?
Yep. Yeah, so he would belt his giant Jinko jeans or whatever they were called. He would belt them at his thighs, and his underwears were always exposed. That was the look. And finally, one day, I said, kid, you got to stop this gimmick. I said, I'm tired of looking at your greasy friggin' boxer shorts every morning. And he said, well, I can't afford a belt. And I said, here you go. I gave him $35 or something. I said, go get yourself a belt. Because I can't look at your drawers anymore. It's friggin' gross. Grow up. And he agreed. The next day he comes back, and he's still got his dirty boxers hanging out. And I said, well, what the hell did you do with that belt money? The prick went to Burger King.
Man, in those days, $35 would go a long way.
and you know what, Nick? You just got your first parental child experience. Because that's what happens.
I did, didn't I?
Kid. Yep, when you have a kid.
Give him that money to go get an education, and he uses the money for marijuana.
Yep, just burn it up.
This is funny about the guy whose ass fell out of his pants at the Tampa Bay Rays game. He brought a glove to the game but didn't put on a belt. Blue Jays fans isn't a word, but I was thinking about pants, and that's probably how that happened. Blue Jays fans are true eaters. Tuesday night, they had their cheap hot dog night, 77 cents for a hot dog at the Blue Jays ballpark a couple of nights ago in honor of their inaugural season, Randy Shaver.
Yeah.
In 1977. And it says here, fans choked down more than 100,000 hot dogs during that 9-inning baseball game.
That's awesome.
Wow.
I mean, it's a thing for them now. They try to break their own record, but still incredibly impressive.
That'd be hard not to overeat if they're only 77 cents. I'd want to take advantage of that for sure.
Don't they call it a jizzy or a drizzy?
A glizzy.
A glizzy?
Yeah, I've never understood that.
Yeah, thank God they don't call it a jizzy, I guess.
Yeah. I think I'd be like the Brewers manager and stuff a couple in my pocket on my way out.
Oh, yeah.
A couple of dogs for the road?
Yep.
As you guys know, I do love the beaks and feet, the lips and a-holes. I love a plain microwave wiener between a couple of bunskis. I don't need a damn thing. I like to taste all those chemicals. So the Blue Jays have the all-time world record when it comes to wiener intake. Last year, throughout the entire baseball season, they deep-throated 826,000 ween.
Wow.
Which broke their record from the prior year of 736. So they keep breaking their own record. They're having a good time with this.
If the Twins fans were going to eat that many hot dogs last night, each person there would have had to have about 75 dogs.
They'd be dead.
Yeah.
People are texting in photos. They went to the game. I can't believe how empty that was.
I told you.
I didn't watch the game
yesterday. Looks like a JV baseball game.
Oh, they would get more people to a high school game than what they got there. What way it looks.
Boy, they're not drawing them in like they used to.
Guess not.
But eventually, like we discussed a couple of days ago, if they keep winning and the weather warms up, they'll get a few more live human beings in there. They will.
Yeah. Like I said the other day, it's not the players' fault. And if the team is playing well and they're competing, I think they deserve at least a little bit of, support from the fans.
I'm all in on the Twins. I watched a little bit of the Wolves last night. But I can't help myself, like we were saying the other day when we had our bro Cato on the air. I'm with them. I'm with them no matter what happens. I know a lot of folks have jumped ship, but I'm there for you.
I just love baseball. So
sure.
I'll watch the Twins.
Okay, back to pants coming off of grown people. Minneapolis Dan has texted the show. He encountered a character the other day, a truck driver. And this truck driver was a big boy. The guy jumped up out of the cab and his pants fell down, sweatpants, all the way down. Again, how is this possible that you just shift your weight and your pants are at your ankles? But anyway, Minneapolis Dan said this big feller jumped out the cab of his big rig, sweatpants came all the way down to the floor. And here's the fun part. He was such a big fella, he could not bend over enough to pull them back up on his own.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
So like a father with a 2-year-old, it sounds like Minneapolis Dan had to get down on his, had to squat down like a catcher and pull this guy's sweatpants up. A grown person. Yeah.
Oh, boy.
On the topic of empty stands, Wrestling Jesus said that they should just bring back those COVID cardboard cutouts. Or use some AI, maybe. Yeah. They could just use some AI to fill in some fans.
Where's that AI when you need it?
Yeah. It's just so sad. They should get rid of that overhead shot. That just is not – it's just not good.
Well, they spent all their money on the drone cam or whatever, right?
Yep.
It's sponsored and everything.
I know it is. I know. I agree.
They say, this is the Progressive Insurance.
How about shoot the outside of the stadium or something?
A couple of guys getting in a knife fight on a street corner or something, whatever.
Yeah.
They call it the Funyuns drone cam or something, and they have to call attention to it 5 or 6 times a game because it's sponsored. So they're kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place.
Randy's right, though. Sometimes like wrestling events I've heard have done this, or award shows where they'll strategically place people by camera angles where it looks like there's a lot of people in there. They could probably do that at a Twins game.
They have to do that when they're filming like baseball movies because they only have so many extras, so they got to strategically place them for different shots.
I don't know how you could do that with the lack of people in the stands last night, though. It was just so bad.
Or just do what WCW did towards the end and just give away tickets for free to make it look like it's full in there.
Yeah.
Then you'll have knife fights inside the ballpark.
That's a good point.
Yeah, one of the most troubling things I ever saw, my dad came out the bedroom one day, and the more or less Josh, what's the fancy word
translucent?
For translucent? You can see through.
Mm-hmm.
His translucent boxer shorts just fell to his ankles. So now, balls and a penis and everything now I'm dealing with, right? Mm-hmm. And it's just my dad. And the funny thing is, it didn't dawn on him that this is the end of those boxer shorts. You see what I mean?
Yeah.
Did he have them as long as Josh has had his since high school?
Oh, twice as long. Everyone else on planet Earth would have realized, well, those boxer shorts just died.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He thought, well, this is just some kind of a mistake, and he pulled them back up around his waist and continued to try to walk, and they fell down again. And I said, yeah, I think those are goners, Dad.
Yeah.
The elastic just gave way.
And he couldn't put two and two together. Like, that's a natural thing for you just to have your...
We love our comfort.
That's true.
Yep.
All right, here, real quick, one more baseball note. As a baseball fan, nothing pisses me off more than walks. Pitchers, especially these days, they try and nitpick the corners of the plate, and if you're not Greg Maddux, that leads to a lot of walks, and I go nuts. These days, managers and pitchers are so afraid of just throwing a damn strike and letting your defense do their job. But that's what's the big term they talk nowadays? That's blank medics.
Sabermetrics.
There's something close to that.
Sabermetrics.
They sit down and do the arithmetic for days until they figure out every possible percent.
Yep.
This would send me into the effing nut house right here. Double-A ball, the New Hampshire Fisher Cats were playing the Portland Sea Dogs a couple nights ago. New Hampshire scored 8 runs in the second inning without a hit. They put 10 runs total up in the inning on just 1 hit. And without the benefit of any errors, Portland pitchers dumped 8 walks out there.
Oh, that's like watching Little League.
Yes. 8 walks, 2 hit batters, 4 wild pitches, and they gave up a sacrifice fly and a single. Wow. But the point is, 8 walks in a half inning. Make it 9 if I'm watching that game live, because I'm leaving. That would send me over the edge. My blood pressure goes up anytime a walk happens when watching a baseball. Yeah. Now, it was very cold that evening when these two clubs played, so I guess you could possibly use that excuse that they're having a hard time gripping the baseball. But 8 walks, dude.
I'll give you another number, and I'm sure you probably saw this, but baseball is gearing itself up for a lockout at the end of this season. And so you're seeing teams sign some of their young superstar players to long-term contracts right now, because once the baseball locks out and they figure out a new collective bargaining agreement, the money could get, who knows where the money's going to be. But the Pirates signed the Connor Griffin kid that I've been talking about. 9 years.
Yeah.
$140 million.
Oh.
He's 19 years old. He's the first teenage position player to debut since Juan Soto in 2018. So the Pirates signed their guy. I saw another team sign, and I don't see it in front of me. Another team signed a young player to like a 6 or 7 or 8 year deal, because I think all these teams now, and the Twins may look at Walker, Jenkins, or one of those guys and maybe try to lock them up before a lockout happens. So,
by the way, a listener has texted in to tell me that the St. Paul Saints walked 20 batters in a game last week.
Oh my gosh!
Last week they did?
That's according to one of our. All right, everyone's been playing with themselves for days. Tonight they can finally get it out of their system. The Pigs play that game in Dallas, Texas tonight. Home ice advantage this, playoffs that. Send a message, let them know you're there. That's the vibe tonight. We've been hearing about it for days. You know, if this was 1985, both coaches would sit all of their skill players, bring up all the cement-headed animals from the minors, and this game would be a prison break.
Yeah, probably.
To send that message before the beat your ass into submission before the playoffs and let you know we're taking this seriously. We'll see if any real messages are delivered tonight. But I think this will be treated more like a serious affair.
I think so. And an 8 o'clock start tonight.
Boo.
Oh,
I know.
Well, that's kid stuff compared to what
I know.
You know, that's all right. All right as far as I'll go with that. Being a former Zamboni pilot, wow, did I like the looks of what the Utah, what do they call their hockey club again? The
Mammoth.
The Mammoth.
That's terrible. But the Utah Mammoth have a new Zamboni, kind of like they do at the Pigs game, or at least last time I was at a Pigs game. They got one legit Zamboni that polishes the ice for you, and another that just gives folks rides around the rink, right? The Pigs still do that, right?
I think so, yeah.
Last game
I haven't been to one in a while.
Yeah. So in Utah, they've got one real Zamboni guy who's got a job to do. For the little tours they do around the ice just for fun, they've created the Zamoth.
I love this thing.
It's cool.
It is.
It's an old decommissioned, how do I say that, John?
Decommissioned.
It's an old decommissioned Zamboni that they haven't used in years, but they decided to fire it up. They hired some artist to decorate it. It looks like a robotic woolly mammoth meandering its way around the ice, and they give folks rides on it. If there are pictures of this on our website?
Yes.
You got to check it out. That's pretty cool idea.
It does look pretty sweet.
It kind of looks like something that He-Man would have to battle in the streets of He-Manville, wherever he
like in front of Castle Grayskull.
Castle Gray. It might be a defender of Castle Grayskull.
I watched the video of them making it. That was really cool.
Yeah.
That's on 93x.com.
It's got big tusks, and it swallows little kids and poops them out on the ice. Gotta check it out. All right, before we go, because we got to go in a couple minutes.
Don't forget, I've got to give you a leaderboard update.
Oh, well, go ahead, because that's where I'm headed next.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, Masters Golf Tournament leaderboard update. Go.
The Masters is underway in Augusta. Jose Maria Olazabal is the leader at 2 under through 4 holes. Angel Cabrera, another former champion, is 1 under. Everybody else is either even or over, but only 20 golfers are off and running so far. Obviously, today is day 1 of the Masters, and you can watch it all day long.
Yesterday was the best, though.
Oh, the par 3?
I love
so
the
adorable.
par 3.
Mm-hmm.
How amazing is it that Scotty Scheffler's wife had a baby now today, it would make 13 days ago, and she was out there in a white jumpsuit with her brand new baby.
That's ballsy.
Their toddler. That was incredible. I was reading the comments on some of that, and people were like, give her the green jacket.
Yeah, no kidding.
It is cool to see the kids out there in the little caddy outfits and stuff like that. That's fun.
I love when they interview them.
Yes.
Yeah, it's a great day to watch the par 3 event.
And then Travis Kelce showed up and ruined everything.
Yeah, he and Kevin Hart.
Yeah.
We didn't need that.
No.
This nightmare has just begun, and that's where I was going with this. I found out from reading an article that golf fans who are watching ESPN to keep up with the tournament, that's where it's being aired, ESPN?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think it's all over, but yeah.
All right. Golf fans are absolutely 100% not interested in Jason Kelce being a part of this
I agree.
tournament.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like
agree.
him, but there's a time and a place, and this is not the time or
it's
the
just,
place.
he's everywhere. It's just too much exposure.
I've hated both of them from the get-go, Jason and Timmy, whatever his brother's name is. Travis.
I like Jason, but it is overexposure.
Ha ha, he was wearing a caddy outfit. Didn't he, Josh? He put on the he zipped it up. It's hilarious.
You know how that goes.
Big belly. He's got a big beard. It's a riot.
A producer probably told him to do that. You know how it goes.
Don't stop. Don't make him seem like it's not his fault. So anyway, I can't stand the sight of either one of them. But I don't give two pumps about the Masters. You know that. But I'm encouraged by hearing that golf fans everywhere were puking in buckets at the sight of Jason Kelce doing his little comedy bit. Look at me. I don't look like a golfer, do I? I'm kind of oversized. Wall to wall, there were tweeter messages, or whatever you call it, Twitter messages saying, so tired of this guy. Stop forcing Jason Kelce on us. That's great.
Yep. I'm with you.
He almost didn't fit in that caddy outfit, did he, Randy?
Almost.
Right.
And then Kevin Hart, it was too
Kevin
bad.
Hart? Oh, yeah.
You know, I think he had the children's version on.
Yeah, he definitely did. That's custom made.
Was everyone okay with Kevin Hart being there, or did they not like that?
I think people are tired of seeing him everywhere as well.
Yeah.
That's hilarious. All right, Randy Shaver. Appreciate your leaderboard update. We'll expect another one tomorrow.
You'll get it.
Now that you've started this, we can't stop. We need a leaderboard. Tomorrow will be Friday, and we'll have some laughs. Thanks, Randy.
You bet.
Half-assed morning show. 93X.
Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a Smart Club member because I trust my home comfort to standard heating and air conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC Mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.
Years of hard work, and now you've got pain in your back, your shoulders, your knees, maybe your joints. You need help. Randy Shaver here with the answer. Dave Bialke. He's got over 30 years experience in getting workers' compensation benefits for people just like you. Don't suffer. Call Bialke Law today. 763-571-2410 or go to bialkelaw.com. That's BIALKE law.com. And it spells relief for you.
The countdown is on for the 2026 NFL Draft presented by Bud Light. Catch all 7 rounds, 3 days, live from Pittsburgh, April 23rd through 25th. Watch every pick live on NFL Network, ESPN, and ABC. NFL Network is also streaming with NFL Plus. It all starts Thursday, April 23rd at 8 p.m. Eastern. Visit NFL.com/draft for more information. Subscription required for NFL Plus. Visit plus.nfl.com for terms.
It's Dr. Andrea.
Here to save you about $5,000 and answer your pet questions. It's Dr. Andrea
On the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Welcome back to the show, Ski. It's the return of the most popular woman in the world. 651-989-9393 is how you can get a hold of us. If you want to try and text in a question to the most popular woman in the world, it's Dr. Andrea Johnston from German Animal Hospital. She's here to answer questions about your damn pet. Welcome back, Dr. Andrea.
Thank you.
Nice to see you again.
Yeah, thanks.
You've been on vacation.
Yeah.
You went to Italy.
Yeah, we went to Italy.
Have you been before?
In college, studying abroad.
Okay.
You know, with the big backpack going on the train in and out. But I haven't been since. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
The food's amazing.
Yeah.
Is it what we'd imagine? Like, a lot of better than Chef Boyardee and stuff?
Mean, the spaghetti is like, just plain butter noodles are phenomenal.
Is it different? Like sometimes people will say, that's not how pizza really is, or that's not how this Mexican food really is.
Yeah. I mean, it's so fresh, right? And they use olive oil for everything instead of butter and all that stuff.
Olive oil is delicious.
So good.
There you go, off to Italy for a stretch of time. Any grand adventures while you were there?
We did some cool stuff. We took Vespas through Rome, with like a sidecar.
Oh, that's
really cool.
I love that. It's like the movies. It's adorable.
The one cool thing is we went truffle hunting with a dog.
Oh, wow.
You didn't go with a pig?
No, pigs are like, they say pigs are super destructive.
Yeah, I always heard it was like a specialized pig, the truffle pig or whatever they call it.
Can we take a time out? Because I don't even know what a truffle is.
Yeah, so truffle's like a fancy mushroom.
Aren't
it's
they
like,
crazy
it's
expensive?
related to
What?
It's related to the mushroom, but it's like a fungus.
I thought it was a bird.
No, and they're super expensive. I mean, they can range from like $800 for one little tiny ball of truffle to like $5,000.
And you bring a dog or a pig with you because they can sniff it out?
So they train them. It's called, the dog that they use is an Italiana Romangolo is the name of it. It looks like a little golden doodle.
Yeah.
But you can train any hunting dog, a lab.
I was picturing you and your husband and your friends with rifles on your shoulders.
It's because it's hunting. I understand.
Yeah. And then you walk through the woods, and the truffles are like, I don't know, 6 inches underground. And they smell it and just start digging like crazy. And it's this brown little, like, walnut that they find. And the dog tries to grab it, but the hunter stops it. And then we just, like, pick it out of the ground.
And you put it...
That's so sweet.
And then you put it on your meal later that day?
Yeah.
Then you sell them.
We're like, can we take these and sell these?
Yeah.
Pay for the trip.
And they're very... you mentioned they're worth quite a bit.
Yeah.
Wow.
White truffles are like gold. They're hard to find. Black truffles are not as expensive.
Yeah, I was just looking it up, and some of the higher quality white truffles that you mentioned.
Yeah.
Thousands per pound.
Crazy.
Wait a minute. Could you tell the difference?
Yes. You can. And the other cool thing is, like, the truffle needs the tree to grow, and the tree root needs the truffle to live. So it's like this weird symbiotic
So when you snatch a truffle out of the ground, you're killing a tree?
Well, that's why you have to, like, pat the ground and, like, put it back where it was, because it takes 8 years for a truffle to grow.
I must have been unclear on the microphone. Someone just texted in to say she went truffle hunting in Italy, or did you say Hinckley?
Yeah, Hinckley.
Totally Hinckley.
Italy.
Yeah.
She was, the spaghetti is not special in Hinckley.
Who knows? It might be.
So that's, wow, I've never heard of such a thing.
You know, it's really cool, because the dogs just are trained that way. And it was really funny, because the dog's name was Gina. So every time they would find one, the guy would be like, "Brava, Gina, brava."
Brava.
And then my
Brava,
husband
Gina.
and our buddy started saying, "Damn, Gina." Like every time, you know? Remember Martin?
Of course.
I watch Martin almost every other night. Of course I remember. He was always having problems with Gina.
Yeah.
And bruh, man. You guys probably don't remember that.
I don't remember him.
Martin had a neighbor that would sneak into the apartment, Josh, and eat up all the sandwiches.
Bruh man?
His name was Bruh Man. Anyway, Dr. Andrea Johnston is here, 651-989-9393 if you have a question. So we're glad you had a good time in Italy.
Yeah, it was great. It was awesome. Trip of a lifetime, for sure.
How was that plane ride home?
Rough.
Oh.
We did it.
How many hours?
It's a good 8-9 hours.
Oh.
Yeah. That's a bit of a trip, that's for sure.
All right, so speaking of training dogs, there you are in Italy with dogs trained to sniff out truffles. This is an interesting question right from the get-go. Training a deaf dog.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know anything about training a deaf dog?
Yeah, hand signals.
Hand signals.
Yep, that's the way you train a deaf dog, is using hand signals.
This is a deaf boxer.
A white deaf boxer.
Is that a common problem? Oh, I think... Now that
you brought that up once, I think.
Yeah. If they're white, they're most often deaf.
Okay.
It's like a genetic... Like they connect the hearing loss and the color.
Well, the guy gets even more specific here. Toys for a deaf boxer. I guess I don't know how that would matter. If a dog likes a toy, it likes a toy, whether it can hear or not. So maybe he misprinted this, or I'm misunderstanding. But okay.
Some of them really like the squeak. The squeaky toys and whatnot.
Well, yeah, but he's deaf.
He can't hear it.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. You said, why would it matter if he was deaf or not? I was just saying something.
I honestly...
Oh, sorry. I was wondering, well, dog's not going to hear the squeak.
I would just do like super high reward treats, because he can't hear you giving him accolades.
Good idea.
So those treats have to be like super good.
The hand
tasty.
signals with the dog. Yeah, okay.
Yep.
That's a very good answer.
Mead Maker Jesus said they have a 9-year-old Newfoundland who recently started showing some unusual behavior, and they're concerned about some cognitive changes. When he first gets up from his bed, he'll stare at the floor for a period of time and then quickly moves to his destination as if he's trying to avoid something.
Oh.
It only occurs on very light-colored floors. Darker or patterned flooring, he moves normally and doesn't seem distressed.
Is it his reflection?
It's a ghost.
He said it almost as though he's seeing something that isn't there, especially on those lighter surfaces.
Jesus.
They're wondering if it was a vision change or some sort of dementia.
How old is he?
Did he say?
He's older with dementia.
9-year-old.
Yeah. So, I mean, he could have something in his eyes, like floaters or something. Cataracts can certainly cause their vision to change. It could be doggy dementia, too. But there are sometimes, like, a dog is afraid to cross a threshold because something at some point scared it, and then they no longer want to walk on that area. So it could be that, too. A lot of times they'll get over it, but I'd get your dog's eyes checked out, too.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Our dog is terrified of the heat grates on the floor. Won't go near them. Yeah.
My brother has a dog like that. It's actually quite adorable.
Won't go anywhere near the...
Well, I think Gertie might be afraid she's going to fall through them.
Probably.
Yeah.
She's so small.
She's a tiny little bastard. Josh, when you wake up in the morning, don't you stare at the floor for a little while and wonder what's become of your...
It's the ceiling.
Yeah. Oh, you stare at the ceiling?
Yeah, I sleep on my back.
Oh, God, what has happened? Here's a new homeowner. Just putting the yard together now, right? Spring is here. Looking for advice on pet-safe fertilizer and grass seed, or tricks to disinterest his dog in them. Is that a problem for people? They seed the lawn or they fertilize the lawn and it's bad for their dog?
It used to be. I think we talked about this before, but most companies, most fertilizers now are so pet safe that you really can't go wrong with any of the commercial ones. I mean, I wouldn't spray your yard and have the dog go out there within an hour or two, but besides that, most of them are very, very safe.
Yeah, usually, like we've had that done before, and they put that little sign on there, wait 24 hours or whatever.
Yeah, but besides that, you should be good.
Plays with Wood Jesus said they've got a cat not crapping in the litter box, quote unquote. We've got 2 boxes, been using the same litter for years. She's 8. About ready to become an outdoor cat, they say.
Sorry. Usually pooping outside of the litter box is a sign of behavior, meaning it's less so medical, more so they're angry about something or something changed in the household. A lot of times they'll poop in beds just to kind of give them owners a middle finger, basically. But a lot of times it could be arthritis. They are uncomfortable in the litter box. Maybe try a more shallow litter box so they can position easier and get in it. Otherwise, I'd check your cat out for arthritis, too. Make sure that's not what's going on.
We're talking with Dr. Andrea Johnston from German Animal Hospital. She's answering up the questions that are sent in from our listening audience while we've moved on to kitties real quick. And someone said something about a cat going outside, or am I making that up?
Yeah, they were joking that if it keeps up, they're going to be an outdoor cat.
Oh, right. Mm-hmm. Can you turn an inside cat into an outside cat safely? This listener wants to know. We have the collars, we have the air tags, but they've always been indoor kitties. There's 2 of them. They say their ages are 6 and 7 and don't get cute with that. Is it possible that this will work, or are we just better off keeping the bastards indoors?
They'll be safer indoors for sure. If they've been declawed, they should not go outside because that's just, they're going out without a weapon, right? We really don't recommend cats going outside, especially if they've been domesticated indoors for so long. I'm sure they love it and do just fine. Yeah. But they might be a little wimpier compared to the cats that were born out there and started out there.
You don't want them getting their ass kicked.
No.
Is it ever
embarrassed?
Is it ever too late to get your dog neutered?
No.
Never. Okay.
No. I mean, I've neutered 10-year-old dogs because their prostate gets so big from not being neutered.
Yeah, I need to neuter one of my dogs. So the other day it was like on his back, and it looked like something was going on with that situation there. And I was like, darn it. That's what I get for putting it off for so long.
The
it looked like kind of red.
The
Maybe
pink crayon?
Yeah, no. The testicles looked a little red and like odd looking, and I was like, uh-oh.
Well, maybe one of his roommates kicked him there or something.
Honestly,
right? He's got roommates.
This is the dog that humps everything, and especially large stuffed animals. And I got my son this big bunny, for Easter because I was like, this is cute. It's bigger than him. And I left it in the living room and we left the house for like 6 hours.
Gross.
We came back and it was destroyed. So I think maybe some rug burn action.
Some chafing there.
Dude, it needs to be thrown away.
I should have threw this in there, but somebody says, does that mean you can spade your females anytime?
Yes, and I would. I mean, I wouldn't wait to spay a female until they're older unless you're breeding them because they have high risks of breast cancer if you don't spay them early. But yeah, I mean, a dog can be neutered or spayed at any time.
Poor little dogs can get breast cancer?
Yeah.
Oh,
the more heat cycles they go through, the higher the risk.
That's so sad.
Megan Marie, the best girl in the whole world, caught that in the early, late 90s. Here we have a 12-year-old cat with a painful abscessed tooth, Dr. Andrea, that needs to be removed, but he also has a grade 4 heart murmur. Now, our listener says, my vet recommends a $900 EKG before approving anesthesia to see if he needs extra monitoring. Since the tooth really needs to come out for his quality of life, is it safe to skip the EKG and just do surgery using extra monitoring?
Yeah, I mean, it's the safest option is to take chest x-rays and do an echo, which is an ultrasound of the heart. I think that's where the $900 is coming from. If you can't afford the echo, I would say at minimum do chest x-rays and make sure that the cat's not actively in congestive heart failure.
Okay.
And then obviously just try and get that tooth out as fast as possible and using safe anesthetic drugs.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's no fun. That hurts.
No, and I mean, I get it. The cat's in pain, but also there's a higher risk with a heart murmur.
Right.
Can dogs get allergies this time of year? Our 4-year-old Australian Shepherd has been sneezing for the past few days. No mucus or anything. Just some random sneezing spells.
Sorry, I blew up, but when a dog sneezes, it's funny.
Our dogs sneeze huge.
Typically, sneezing in a dog is not a sign of allergies. That's more so cats that get respiratory signs with allergies. Usually it's like itching, like skin issues, licking paws, scratching. But the dog could be irritated by something that's, in the nose. That's how they clear their sinuses. But yes, allergies are real strong right now.
Well, along those same lines, like time of year, retired optician Shiza says that she's seen ticks on her Doberman already.
Yeah.
Do you like the liquid or the collar better?
I like the oral preventative.
I didn't even know there was such a thing.
Yeah, there's an all-in-one. So NexGard Plus, Credelio Quattro, Simparica Trio are all the products that they're heartworm, flea, tick, and intestinal parasites all in one pill once a month.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. The topical, I don't think is working as well as it used to.
I
think
hate
ticks
that
are getting
stuff.
smarter.
Gosh,
Yeah.
because as soon as we put it on our dogs, they just go on the couch and rub it all over there. And I'm like, great. Now that's, that has chemicals all over it. Thank
Totally.
you.
The only reason you should not have your dog do an oral one is if they have a history of having seizures.
Okay.
Yeah.
A listener, Josh, wanted to know if you'd go ahead and tell your MRI joke from yesterday to Dr. Andrea, see if she knows the punchline.
No, I got no support from you guys.
I missed it. I want to hear it.
Oh, that's right. Ashley
Yeah,
wasn't
I got to
here.
do it for Ashley.
Can't you try it again?
I guess I could.
See, Dr. Andrea, if you know the punchline, you jump in.
It's not really a punchline. It's just a random fact about animals. Did you know that dogs can't operate an MRI, but cats can?
Hilarious.
See, that was your target audience, Josh, not me and Nick on that one.
Well, yeah, I tried to annoy you guys with it yesterday, and it worked.
Well, let me ask you, Dr. Andrea, if you tell that joke today at the office, is there a chance you get your ass kicked?
Possibly.
Yeah.
Do you guys have animal humor?
Possibly.
I loved it, Josh.
It's the way you say cat scan, right?
Yeah.
It's the way you say that punchline.
All in the delivery,
Yeah.
Josh.
Cat scan.
Mm-hmm.
It's Dr. Andrea
On the 93X Half-Assed Morning Show.
Yeah, we ain't done yet. Oh, let's continue on with some more pet questions for Dr. Andrea Johnston from German Animal Hospital. Hey, Josh.
Yes, sir.
I got a joke here for you. Got another joke you should tell Dr. Andrea. I'm going to hand it over to you here in a minute. Got time for a few more. Earlier on, you mentioned that some dogs will have like a scary moment in the corner of the house or something, and they'll stay away from that spot. They'll be squirrely around that spot for the rest of their lives. Is that possibly what's going on here? German Shepherd that will only walk through doorways backwards.
That's amazing.
So there's something about
Yeah.
maybe something scary happened in a doorway a couple years ago, or maybe something about what it looks like to them. The dog will
Maybe
only...
that's just good comedy for the
It's
dog.
fascinating. It could be a little bit of like OCD behavior too. I mean, they can be goofy like
I would
that.
want to walk around the house all day with that dog.
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, only walking through.
Try to trick it to
That's funny.
do it the normal way.
Yeah.
Dr. Andrea just got home from a trip to Italy. Josh, how's that joke go that I passed over to you?
Oh, just maybe you know this from visiting. What do you call an Italian with a rubber toe? Roberto.
Oh my God.
Actually, I had a personal question about my dog.
Yeah.
I'm finding out that I can't take the dogs to anywhere near a pond because the ducks keep attacking them.
Oh, no.
Why?
Is that what I get for buying a purebred?
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
Dang it, you had me for a second.
You got me started.
I was gonna say, why do the ducks hate Great
Son
Danes?
of a bitch.
All your fault.
I was
Son
about
of
to
a-
YouTube Ducks first Great Dane fight.
Now I want to see that.
All right, back to this again. This is, I know you've answered this question before. Most of the questions you've answered before, but that's the beauty of a reoccurring segment. Dogs who eat rocks, what are they doing? Yeah.
I've known a dog or two like that.
They're just not smart.
Is that what it is?
Oh my gosh, I can't tell you how many times I've taken an x-ray for another reason and I'm like, your dog has 3 rocks in its stomach.
Yeah.
Oh.
You know, or like a golf ball. Like, how long has that been in there? Years.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, some dogs just like to eat weird things.
They'll just swallow whatever crosses their path.
There's a dog in our family named Rizzo, and Rizzo would go and pick up a rock, from the landscape, bring it to you, and you go, okay, thank you, Rizzo, and you just put it back. Then she'd run and get you another rock. Like, all right, yep, all right. It was funny the first time.
It worked the first time.
Yep.
Let's try it again.
Yep, Rizzo did. She just all day long.
I had one of those dogs who liked to eat bees. That was a good time for everybody.
Oh my God.
He liked to eat bees, and he'd wonder why. Oh, Jesus Christ, where's that coming from? And his tongue would swell up, and his cheeks would swell. We would sit out, drink beer, just watch this stupid bastard eat bees all afternoon.
Just can't learn a lesson. Huh?
The cutest bee-eating dogs are bulldogs when their face swells. I mean, they're miserable, but their face is so funny.
I bet.
It's a good time.
Yeah.
Dubbed famous Mises said his cats were just diagnosed with gingivitis.
Oh.
Every day he's been using those greenies as well as the ones the vet suggested. Can this help with that, or will I actually have to get scratched and bit up by the bastards while brushing? I'm scared to do that.
Well, just brushing's not going to get rid of what's there. They probably need to have their teeth professionally cleaned, and then you start with the greenies and all those things to minimize redevelopment of it. It's not going to get rid of what's already there. But yeah, I wouldn't put your hand in that cat's mouth if they won't.
Does sound
no.
dangerous.
Heck no.
Brushing dogs' or cats' teeth for them. I've never had the patience for that.
Me either.
neither.
You even as a vet?
Yes.
We bought all the stuff to do it and have never used it.
Because they just hate
know.
it.
We have the
Yeah.
best intentions.
They
You
hate-
basically have to start when they're like 6 or 8 weeks old and then just do it for a routine.
So they don't know
purpose.
any better.
Yeah.
They think this is part of my life from the get-go.
Right.
Because
Well-
they hate it and they hate you and it's a mess.
Yeah.
Won't some of them just hate it forever, though? Because, we started cutting our dog's nails at probably that
yeah.
time, and they still cower in the
Dogs
corner,
just hate
lay
it.
on their paws.
I know.
Why are you being so dramatic?
One of my dogs might be all right. He's we've never had a dog quite like this where he'll let you do anything to him. He doesn't care. You can pick him up, you can lay on top of him, whatever it is. He's just so laid back. Or dumb, one of the two. That he might let us, but yeah, we've just been probably
it's hard.
lazy.
It's hard. I mean, it's hard to keep up on it.
Here yes, Josh.
No, go ahead.
Here we have a damn dog. Let's see. It is a Munsterlander,
Ooh, yeah, those are cool dogs.
but it has carpal hyper extension in a front foot. So they're asking you, Dr. Andrea, about some type of a brace or splint for this dog. It's a 70-pound dog.
What's it called again? The dog? I'm going to Google this.
Munsterlander.
Munsterlander.
Is it a bird dog?
They're a hunting dog. They kind of look like a
cute
Springer Spaniel.
That's what I would have guessed it was.
Yeah, they're cool looking. I would make sure that dog. It's obviously confirmed. I don't know how old the dog is. See if there could be some type of surgical repair. But there is a splint company, I think it's called Therapause, that you can actually measure the length of the dog's limb. Usually you have a vet do that for you, so you make sure the splint is an appropriate size for the pet. But yeah, that's unfortunate, especially if the dog's a hunting dog.
Yeah.
Bummer.
Here's a 1-year-old adopted barn cat in the listening audience.
Oh.
With a constant runny nose, sneezes a lot. They said they tried antibiotics. Do you have any other ideas to help out the kitty?
Yeah, so most cats that come from a feral or barn situation or a cattery or a humane society have viral issues, respiratory infections that are always going to be in their system. Herpes, chlamydia, and calicivirus are the 3 common.
Calicivirus?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sounds horrible, but really antibiotics aren't going to help. You could do L-lysine, which is an amino acid powder that you can put in their food. Sometimes that can help. But unfortunately, they're always going to have it. When they get stressed, it'll come out, just like a cold sore. Yeah.
Damn, having a barn cat sounds like a glamorous life. Herpes and sores everywhere.
Best driver at Kempstone Jesus sent a picture of his Frenchie and wants me to show it to you.
Oh, is it a swollen face?
Look.
Oh, yes. Oh, my gosh, look at that jacket.
He's wearing a cool jacket.
Oh, my gosh, it's got fur on the... Wow.
Can you see the question he's asking?
My Frenchie wants to know if there's a way to... can get his balls black?
Back.
Oh, sorry, buddy.
Yeah.
You could get nudicles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you told us about those.
Yeah, get some nudicles.
My Frenchie wants to know how to get his balls back.
Yeah.
That was the question. And he's wearing a fur coat?
He actually looks like he has balls with that jacket.
He looks cool, man. He looks like a fighter pilot or something.
Totally does.
I don't care if you're fixed or not, bro. You got balls. Oh, wow. Oh, I'll throw another joke at Dr. Andrea. I told this one on the air, I think, last week, and it went nowhere. What's the name of that character again that was married to one of the Kardashians for a while? He's a rapper.
Oh, Travis Scott?
That's not the one I'm thinking of.
He's a rapper.
Kanye?
Kanye.
Oh, Kanye.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. Kanye West once tweeted, he said, "I'll never make a diss record." And someone tweeted back and said, "I didn't know you were Italian."
Oh, what?
Never make a diss record.
No, nothing?
Oh. See, it's the delivery.
Yeah.
What do you call a Frenchman wearing sandals? Philippe Flop. Should we give this up?
Oh, my gosh. Yes.
She's never coming back.
No.
We got to go. Dr. Andrea, you knocked it out of the park. You always do. We appreciate your time and welcome back home.
Thanks. Yeah. Ciao.
Yeah, ciao.
Arrivederci.
Ciao, Bella.
Does ciao mean hello and goodbye?
Yeah.
Like aloha?
Or like arrivederci. Is
Oh, yeah.
Goodbye.
Arrivederci.
Don't you love those people that go to Italy or England for like a week and then they just come back and it's their whole personality
Well,
now?
Josh, your sister turned English, didn't she?
No, not my sister. It was a friend of a friend's wife, if you can follow that.
She came home from England and suddenly
She
she
lived
was
there for 3 months.
She was Ginger Spice.
She's no longer. She moved out of her apartment and moved into a flat.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Had high tea.
Oh, man. It was, and she had a thick accent where
boy.
I had met her, and I'd only known her since she'd been there. I thought she was English.
You're kidding.
And then people had told me afterwards, like, no, dude, she's from here. She moved to England for 3 months with her husband, and she's more British than he is.
They're like, nah, this is a new thing.
I mean, I'm not even going to try to be Italian. They're way cooler than we are.
Yeah, my sister lived in England for a while, but she still has a Minnesota accent.
Yeah.
She never became that.
All right. Thank you, Dr.
Thank
Andrea.
you.
And we better wrap our little nightmare up.
Best of luck to Gavin. He's traveling to Brainerd today to compete in the State Knowledge Bowl competition. From Dad. Looks
that's
like
really
Jesus.
cool.
I'm jealous.
The
Little
knowledge.
genius.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought that was cool, those kids that know all that stuff. Birthday shout out to Throws Dodgeballs at Kids for a Living Jesus. Happy 32nd to Eric. And happy birthday to Swamp Ass Lineman Jesus from Nate Outdoors Jesus.
Half-assed morning show 93X.
Well, hello to all the wonderful podcasters out there, wherever in the world you're listening right now. We truly appreciate it. Dana here. Yeah, I'm a sports junkie, I'm a wing lover, and of course a Smart Club member because I trust my home comfort to standard heating and air conditioning, and I really think you should too. Right now it's HVAC Mania, and these deals will help offset the cost when your brackets get busted. You can score a $45 coupon on a furnace tune-up, normally $148. And no, it's never too late to show your furnace some love. And if your system's about to crash out like a 5-seat against a 12, now's the time to replace it on your schedule with 0% financing from Standard Heating and Air Conditioning. Go to standardheating.com and mention 93X. Standard Heating and Air Conditioning, providing the comfort you deserve since 1930.